just to verify, Nazak, you're at the helm.
See,
All right.
seems safest.
So I've lost to Jericho. Okay, there he is. All right.
Let's get him here.
Yeah. So when we left off, the party was boarding a boat from the Fey Forests. We have acquired their boat and set sail accordingly. Looks like we have our friendly neighborhood ranger at the helm. So, without further ado, let us begin tonight's session. Whoever wants to start.
Should we start by making a survival check to see if we know where we're going?
I mean, y'all are technically still at dock. Y'all never took sail, so I mean,
Oh.
let you,
I guess
let you get your affairs in
I'll-
order before I start throwing survival checks at you.
I think I'll start making an inventory. Like, how long do we think this trip is gonna last?
It should only take 2 days.
2 days, and we have plenty of food and like water for that.
You have enough. You have enough supplies for your size crew for a week.
Okay. Sweet.
It's enough starter supplies in case y'all get lost on the way.
Okay.
Before we had left, would I have been able to buy just some basic, like, short swords or daggers or something light? Because I used all my weapons on your thing.
Yeah, so no one specified that they wanted to buy things before we set sail. So I that's why I said you're technically still in dock. So if you want to turn around and get weapons now, you can, or you can wait and get weapons where you get when you get where you're going.
Really, I'm fine. It's fine.
Worst case scenario, I mean, you have fist.
I have a shiny new thirsty bow as well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
strength check, throw them over the edge. The cannons are interactable, so
Cool.
Nice.
if you have any ship on ship combat, anything that y'all want to take down with more than just hand to hand weaponry and bows, the cannons are at your disposal. I will say each stack of cannonballs is only 10 strong, so you only have a total of 30 shots.
Write that down.
Someone's got to. I believe our cleric and fighter wanted to have a little bit of RP. Y'all can do that now. Y'all can wait for it. I believe Nazak had something he wanted to do. Maybe not. And Palace, I'm pretty sure he's ogling the mermaid's breast on the front of the ship. So just
It just ooh.
just a Palace hanging by his legs off the bow of the ship, just looking at fine craftsmanship.
That's nice. See that.
All right.
Inner monologue, just real quick here,
Mhm.
as Nazak's sitting at the helm looking at Palace at the front. He's wondering, if I turn hard enough, will he slip?
No.
Hmm. Yep, that was all I had. Good. Sorry.
Uh,
Mhm.
probably once we do set out, loyalty will go below deck because she's not great with ocean travel.
Sounds pleasant. I don't technically have a below deck created, but if this is
Oh,
something that's
that's
gonna be a common thing, I can get a below deck developed for next session.
oh no, I can use my imagination.
Okay. For the simplicity's
I go
sake,
below
it's
deck.
okay. I'll work on a below deck for next session, just because it gives me more elements to have stowaways, etc.
Fair.
That is probably where she'll spend a majority of her time for this trip.
Okay. No problem.
Did we bring a cat?
I don't think anybody technically has any.
Oh my god, that's bad luck. We're gonna die. We're gonna bring a cat? Oh my god.
How long do you think we're going to be at sea?
Forever. We're pirates now.
He has like doggy brain, where like a couple hours is days.
doggy brain, huh?
We gotta go back.
We gotta go back. We gotta go back now.
You're welcome to swim. We're about 100 yards off.
Oh, if you've set sail, then please, by all means, make a survival check for me.
Am I driving?
No,
Fuck.
Nazak is
Fuck.
driving.
Fuck no.
Oh, and no more advantage. The advantage party is over.
Oh yeah, let me turn that off before I forget.
Yeah. That's a good start. Roll a 2.
Yeah! Yeah, we're getting off to a great start.
So it's a
And we're
little
on water
bumpy.
now, so I don't get advantage.
It's a little bumpy. Y'all forget to take the anchor up on when you're setting sail, but you quickly figure that out and you find yourself on your way. There might be some slight damage to the boat, but who cares?
It was old and dinged up to begin.
They gave me the wrong pizza.
Somebody's having a bad night.
It sounds like it. He's just like dying in the background.
I can barely hear you though.
I'm picking off the.
A wellness check. So I approached the Lord. Are you doing all well?
What?
I ask you, how are you? Can you hear me?
A little bit. Okay, there.
Can you hear me now?
Sure, you just sound like you had a stroke for a moment.
No, blink.
Really?
Are you doing that?
I think it's my mic.
No. Okay.
So I approach loyalty. Are you gonna be okay to set sail?
I'll be fine once we gain solid land again.
You never really did entertain the idea of going out to sea. Yet here we are anyway.
Well, considering our homeland was always solid, even when it was water, yes.
It's funny how adventures can take us different places, even those that we don't want to go. You seem like there's something else wrong, though. Is there something you'd like to talk about before we set sail?
Oh, y'all are setting sail. Y'all are mid-ocean.
You were already on.
You're
Mid-ocean,
there,
okay.
yeah.
Sounds like there's something on your mind, my lord. Is there something you wanted to discuss?
You seem distressed after that last event, given the circumstances, but you seem like you're holding something back, like there's something more you want to say. Seems pretty frustrated with me in those last moments.
She kind of like takes a breath, try not to explode all at once.
Oh.
Fuck you, Reshi.
Oh my god!
Summon your skeleton right now.
What did I miss?
Let me kill him.
There you go.
What did I miss?
No, summon the skeleton and
No,
give
you
him a
should look at the
violin.
map. You should look at the map.
I'm looking at the. Oh dear God!
But yeah, she takes a breath, try not to explode all at once.
Yep.
And says, there have been a lot of things the last couple days that have been going quite wrong, is the best way I can put it. I, to my mum, who is the only blood relative, they want to punch you right now because who makes a decision to be like, oh, I guess I'm just going to die now?
It's true that we have been through a lot, but I also have to admit that there was in fact a decision made. This is true. My goddess granted me a ultimatum. Just before I was struck down, I made the decision that I never got to make before. Given that I was always blessed with protection and guardians and decisions made for me and tethered before I was even born, a journey was decided. But that day I was given a choice and an option to save someone else. to save others. And when that decision was made to save Nazak and help him at all costs, it gave me time to grow and understand what kind of king I'll be one day. And when the goddess, my goddess, struck me with an ultimatum, she granted me the choice to enter the kingdom of heaven and reunite with my brother, or to be blessed to walk the earth one more time with my loved ones, yet with the possibility that I may never return to heaven. This ultimatum was suddenly turned trivial once I came to the conclusion that if I were to go to heaven now, you would not be there. And a heaven without you is no heaven to me. I kind of lean in a little closer to you and take your hand. I want you to know moving forward.
Hold on. I take my hand back. But no, we can't. No, we can't go down that route. I cannot hear these sticky, honeyed words and keep my sanity at the same time. I have promised your father that I would not overstep my boundaries, and you are making it extremely difficult right now.
Perhaps to ease your mind, what I'm asking is you to relieve yourself of these boundaries as we carve our own adventure, and by your own volition, choose to walk beside me rather than in front of me.
That is not possible at all. You are heir to the throne, and hence you are supposed to marry some other person for diplomatic reasons, which I was never told exactly why, but that it was already planned by your father. And I cannot do that. I and, and like she starts tearing up slightly. I cannot. You you cannot make me make this decision. No, no, I cannot do that. If I relinquish my duties, there is not me. I was raised and precisely grown and raised for this, and taught for this. And without this, I do not know where I will go. And even if it is as possibly some cast aside mistress for a queen to sit on the throne right next to you, and me in your shadow and her shadow, I cannot do that. I mm, I I'm having a very hard time right now. I cannot. It hurts too much.
I understand.
If I leave my post, I will be throwing away all the kindness that your family has shown my mother specifically, and me after I was born and growed up. I was I was taught many things that servant children would not be allowed to taught. Um, I was taught how to be a lady of high society, even though I did not come from any kind of noble birth, and that allowed me to remain by your side for these reasons, to protect you and to make sure nothing else happened to you. There that's the only reason why I was able to stay with you at that party, and you didn't have to drink the poison.
Poison. Poison do you speak of?
Coronation around that time, with high
I don't know if it's just me, but your mic's going crazy on my end.
Yeah, same.
I'm back. What's going on?
He turned into a robot.
Bing bong.
Tom Tom.
Bing bong. Such a
Oh,
beat.
no. Are you downloading something?
Oop,
No, absolutely not.
that was clear.
Now it's
that's-
I don't know what you did. I guess you got mad, just mad enough. And it,
I guess.
Yeah.
Hiccup, just enough.
do it.
Cross my fingers and toes and stick my tongue out to the left. And if you remember, around coronation time, when you developed as an adult into high society, and there was also a peace treaty going on. I can't remember with who. It's none of my business to begin with. There was a plot against you. My details are fuzzy because of what I went through, but you remember when I fell severely ill? Do you remember when I fell severely ill?
I recall. How could I ever forget?
That was supposed to be you. Everything was not supposed to go as smoothly as it did. And as my duty prevailed, I made sure that didn't happen. And right now you're asking a very hard thing of me, a very difficult thing of me, and I just...
I see and understand your posts of betrayal. But I have to urge you to understand that in my position, was never given a choice. Much like you, we have something in common. It is time, the further we go on, perhaps before we make land, we should start growing and understanding what we want to be comes at the cost of something greater. And sometimes we have to sacrifice what was decided for us and make our own decision. I do formally apologize for my betrayal of disregarding my well-being. It is, for all intents and purposes, a slap in your face. But just know, if I am to ever be keen or help to this crew that we have, I have to be in danger at some point. I just want to know that you will follow me for whatever happens next, of your own consent.
My consent and my duty are the same thing. I follow you where you go because it is my duty and because I want to. I'm going to go get some fresh air. And she goes up deck.
Just jumps off the bed. Just
Okay,
jumps
off
off
the boat.
Ah. To do it.
survival check. What are we doing here, Palace? What do you got? Oh no! Let me check Discord.
Let me.
No, it's on top of Zach.
Let me drive. Are you trying to roll a persuasion check? Let's see.
No, that was a sleight of hand to try to play with the wheel.
Okay, Nazak, you can counter that with dexterity, or you can counter it with strength.
What is he doing? Oh no, I was writing a letter to my ex.
Also, don't toggle advantage off. So that's just an 18.
Oh.
Yeah, advantage party's over. I think you missed that.
What am I rolling? Dex save?
Dex or strength, your choice.
Ooh.
17. All right, so you are able to struggle. On top of that, both of you make me survival checks.
The fuck are you doing? Well, rolled a 4. I
Wow.
rolled a 2 and a 4. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, so out in the distance you can see a reef, and you're heading straight for it.
I say this.
Oh god.
Ron.
We are.
I think we should let Palace drive. You know?
Honestly, it's not completely out of there. You know, he's Matt
All
Jack of all
right,
trades.
Palace, you drive. I'll just go fix the ship.
Well, I'll say if you
Just
let
go
him
fix the
drive,
Yeah, go for it.
I will take all that back, and we'll
I'm
take.
distracted. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm distracted. I was actually messaging you what I was.
Oh, you're
I was
good.
putting a message in a bottle, so I'll be doing that
You're
for a
fine.
second.
Finish that. So, Palace is able to steer us back on the right direction, and as far as you know, you're going the right direction. But the here, I'm just putting you on the map here. You set sail here, and you're trying to get here. So just hope you don't go there because there's not really much there, but shipwreck.
Say it.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So as far as you know, this is where you're headed.
Oh no.
Palace, do you even know where we're supposed to be going?
He has an idea. He knows he's going to somewhere he's never been. Oh dear God. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I do, sort of.
Again, yeah, he knows he's going somewhere he's never been. He knows the name is Balatania because it sounded funny to him.
It doesn't.
I'm sorry, the Jim Carrey GIF you posted. Just
Yes,
got me.
it was perfect. I know.
I've actually lived this situation. We'll talk about it after the video. But yeah.
Yo, yo.
You got it, Pirate Man.
Go ahead and roll another survival check. Oh. Perfect. Okay, cool. You got +1 to survival? I'll take it, Open ocean as far as the eye can see.
So nice.
You hear the sound of birds. You hear the sound of dolphins splashing in the distance. You've been at sea for probably, I'd say, a good solid 8 hours.
Within that time,
What are we
what's at
rolling
least
intelligence
studying
for?
my book?
Because
Oh no.
this
If I know if clouds go in a straight line.
Okay, so you're with that intelligence check, you're able to calculate with the sun, the way the clouds are moving, and everything is going, that you are currently going in the right direction. What more? Oh, I mean, what more do you want? I'm sure
No,
you
it's
could
just fun.
think of something.
I get bored and start singing.
All right, roll me a performance check. Why not? Go ahead.
Oh, I hope some sirens call you back. Oh damn!
Of course.
Yo.
24. Yeah,
Copyright.
yeah. It's okay. I'm
Pirates
fixing.
are for me.
It's okay. I'm fixing a copyright us.
Oh no.
They can sue and get monetized.
I'm not worried about it. We'll get there when we
Right.
get there.
Either way,
Oh.
at this point, Nazak finishes his letter, stuffs it into a bottle, and chucks it over the side of the boat into the sea.
Make me a strength. I want to see how far you can throw it.
Alrighty.
Oh god, if you clonk a seagull.
In the meantime, can I be studying my book?
Why?
Yes.
Awesome. So I got a few of those to do.
I have not rolled above a 4 yet.
5. You're able to get it over the ledge at the very least.
Fine.
And then Crying James just like breaks it on the side of the boat.
You would think, looking at that build, I'd be real good at throwing things. If you've seen Attack on
Dude.
Titan.
It's okay, Disney.
Mm.
Oh, you did Disney? No, you can't do
I don't
Disney.
Now you're getting sued.
Oh,
Yeah, we can't get sued by Disney. They got too much money. Copyright claimed by random creators on YouTube. That's one thing. Disney?
Let's not.
All right, so y'all are letting Palace, the one that wants to be a pirate, steer the ship. All right, has
any other ship?
Nazak's very off today, apparently.
it's okay. So no, there's no other ships currently that you can see. Jericho, we'll say you've been reading for about 2 hours now.
Nice. Okay.
So I forgot how long I said it would take you to
10 hours.
10 hours. So you've got a total of 4 hours read.
Nice.
So if you choose to read that for the rest of the day, you'll have the book completed.
I'll go ahead and do that. A lot to ponder anyway, so that works.
Palace is using his unknown skill of thaumaturgy to make it sound like he has many voices.
Nice. I'm done with that.
Why not? For flavor.
I approve.
I have thaumaturgy.
You do now.
For the time being, your performance is so well that you've mimicked thaumaturgy.
I'll say that when Loyalty can catch both of them together at some point, Nazak and Palace, she will approach them and bow slightly and say, "I wish to apologize for the disturbance earlier. I lost my cool for a little bit. I did not mean to harshly chastise you."
We got yelled at.
You did.
Just sing your song. Eh,
Just sing your song.
honestly, I can't see a reason why anybody on this boat would fault you for losing your cool, especially in that situation. I certainly don't. Palace doesn't get a vote, and I would be very surprised if Lord Jericho here was upset in any way over it.
He was dead at that point, so he didn't have an opinion.
Just dead at that point.
Yeah, well, dying.
You know,
Wasn't quite.
no, he was dead. He was fucked. In our eyes, he was fucked.
Fair enough.
I just wish to apologize to you. I will try and do better in the future. It seems some changes are going to be
Listen, if I died one day, I would appreciate anybody being upset over it.
I'll be
Let's
upset.
be honest, before today, I was just going through the motions. I was living a life filled with regret and just trying to find a way out of it.
And now.
And then a
you're
few
out of it.
hours ago, I'm sorry,
And now you have a reason to get out of it.
now I have a reason to get out of it. My only regret is I did not get to strangle that slut with my own hands. Actually, I would have stalked her for weeks. Just
I don't think
psychologically tortured her. I would have left a.
To be fair, I never said she died.
I cast message.
What's your bitch?
I
Could be
cast message
changed.
too.
Okay, go ahead.
Telepathy. Not mess. No, I'm using my telepathy skill that I got from our scroll, and I message my ex.
Okay. What exactly are you attempting to say?
I hadn't thought that far ahead.
You're like,
Intrusive thought one. I was like, I hear you tried to kill me. And if you can hear this, I just sent a message I'd love for you to hear. Hold on a minute while I go to that message. I swear to God, this is deja vu for some reason. No, it's just I'm gonna read off what I sent because now you can hear me if you're alive, and if you're alive, I will find you one day. I heard today that you tried to kill me, and in doing so, that you almost killed our daughter, you ungrateful, unfaithful, self-centered, selfish, moon-addled, honey-snorting cunt. I spent years mourning that loss and suffering the guilt over something that is wholly your fault, because you were unsatisfied and wanted to live in a higher station. Well, I hope with all that I am, that you and your flea-bitten king lover are suffering in a low level of the hells. My child is alive, and I will find her, and I'm done with you and the fact that you ever existed.
Impressed.
And yeah.
Angrily, not yours anymore.
With all hatred, Nazak.
While he's like kind of thinking about it after they had their conversation, she just pats him on the shoulder and she's like, "Good talk," and walks away.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he just realizes he just went quiet there for a minute. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was mid-sentence, wasn't I? The intrusive thought one, I apologize.
Losing his shit.
Was there an answer? Do I need to add a hit list? Do I need to make a hit list?
Not immediately.
Alright.
Give me another survival check, Palace.
I think moving forward, a lot of things are going to be changing, and not just whatever the gods are deciding to do with themselves at this point.
Ooh, baby, a
Yeah.
17. How are you driving the ship while dancing around the wheel?
pirate.
Just try and get some rest on this trip.
Fair enough. Okay. Now on top of that, and this is gonna sound weird, but roll me a perception check. And actually, everybody can roll this perception check if you wish.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh my god. Those mermaids.
Mhm.
Okay.
Perception.
Oops, that was the wrong one.
Okay.
God damn it!
Okay.
Roll above a 2! Fuck!
Wait, that's performance and then persuasion. You need perception.
Yeah. Neither one of those are the right thing. Perfect. Okay. So I'm assuming Jericho's just kind of in his book. So yeah, that makes sense. The two of you, Palace and Loyalty, realize that there is a pack of dolphins that has been following you for the better half of an hour.
I'll watch him for a little bit while I'm hanging off the railings.
Okay. If you choose to look closer, you can roll an investigation on top of your perception.
Sure, they're pretty.
I yell to Nazak, he has the wheel! And I go looking for the dolphins.
The fuck? God!
What?
This is a shit fucking shit! Goddamn!
No, I'm too sick.
Okay.
Is that investigation?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. One of the dolphins is pink.
Oh my god! It's pink! We should capture it.
What's pink?
The dolphin, look at it.
I can't see anything. The whole world is swimming.
Does anybody have...
We're not
Secret
catching a
animal?
dolphin. What are you gonna do with an dolphin? Yes. What do you
Make it
have?
part of our crew!
No!
Part of the ship.
Yeah.
Part of the crew.
Part of the ship, part of the crew! I yell, join our crew!
Totally unrelated. Every now and again, I do take maps from the internet or inspiration from the internet.
Yeah.
So if anybody ever sees their map posted, please take credit, because I just find them on Google and it's not always crediting the appropriate person. That being said, I'm looking for this map that I saw years ago and I just cannot seem to find it again. So that's disappointing. But
It's disappeared into the ether void.
the ether of the internet, yes. It was a very nice one too, and I've tried to recreate it a couple times and just so difficult. Anyway, sorry for that little ad break there.
Wee!
Now we're back to your regular scheduled program.
I guess I'll take over the wheel from crackhead over here.
Great! Roll me your survival
Christ.
check.
Okay.
You've officially been at sea for 12 hours.
My goodness. Thank Christ.
Oh baby! Okay, yeah, you were like on top of your game right now. You were steering the hell out of this ship.
Hey, Palace, you have a moment.
Smooth sailing. That
Not
being
Palace,
said,
I
you also
apologize.
realize that you've been sailing in the wrong direction for the past 12 hours.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding.
was like,
I was about to have Palace join the Dolphins.
Off you go!
Push.
Catch.
Uh,
I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm sorry. Jericho, do you have a moment?
I put my book down. What do you
Calls me
need?
first.
just pause. What book are we reading again?
It's the one. It's the one you gave me that I got when
He's
everyone was buying
absolutely
those.
reading Lovers in Paradise.
It's
Palaces.
alchemy.
Alchemy. That's right. Okay. See,
Yes.
I generate so much loot every session. It's
No.
almost impossible. That's why I tell you keep up with it because
Yeah.
I will forget.
Correct. I persuade that lady when everyone's buying those nice health potions.
Yeah.
I persuade her to get the alchemist book.
And that is volume 1 of 2.
Is it 1 of 2? Okay.
I believe I said that. Yeah, you'll become efficient, and then or you'll get the ability to use alchemy, and then after the second one, you become proficient in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see now. Now it's in my notes. I got it.
Yeah. See,
All right.
I have to throw
Okay.
this map together at the top, drop of a hat.
Okay.
I gotta get better on
Okay.
prepping. I'm sorry, Baldur's Gate has really consumed me.
So much fun.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Oh, yes. I just wanted to say that when we were separated before, I thought that you and I fought fairly well against that goddess together.
I
It just
agree.
seemed fighting in a group is not something I've done before, but that seemed to flow very nicely till the end bit there.
It was an honor doing battle beside you, and to be honest, this is my first venture out of actually battling things without it being a test dummy or a well-trained guard. It's truly exhilarating to see everyone here in combat, and to
I'm pretty badass.
it's, and to clarify, what happened was completely out of anyone's control. But beside you, I'd be happy to do it again.
Specifically,
Oh.
loyalty. While they're having this conversation, roll me a perception with advantage, please.
Perception with advantage. Advantage. Perception. 22.
Perfect. So on the horizon coming towards you, you notice a very familiar white owl heading towards you with a letter in stow. You recognize this as your mother's pet.
Oh, that's funny because I was just writing a letter. Oh,
That checks out.
I hold out my arm for it to land.
Alrighty. Cool. And I don't just for the sake of role play, roll me an animal handling. Let's see
Oh
how.
boy.
I'll-
Oh boy, that's not gonna go
with
good.
with advantage, with advantage
Feel
because
one.
with advantage
Feel
the animal is familiar with
Oh.
you. So
16.
perfect. Okay, so you didn't even need the advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so the owl just kind of hoots at you and then like looks at its feet and it's expecting something in return, like a cracker or a treat.
I definitely give it a bit of my dried jerky.
Great, and it happily takes it. It sticks around for a little bit to eat, and I will get that letter to you shortly.
Okay. Yeah, I just kind of like give it little scritches because I do love this owl, and I will
Yes.
give it a letter in return, which I'll send that to you. Later.
Yeah, and that I kind of figured that's why I said let's go ahead and let him stick around for a little bit.
Yep.
Molotov. Alright, if we're just smooth sailing right now, I'm gonna head and try and tinker some things here. Gonna try to make another, oil Molotov.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
Okay.
No, do not set this on fire. Oh no! Why would you do that?
Oh.
Aha,
Okay. Yeah. So you make another Molotov perfectly.
Oh, nice.
great. And then I'm gonna take these spider legs out and start hollowing out the ends of them. Start working on something.
Okay. I'll say for you probably don't need to make a check for that since you're pretty nature savvy. You probably just know how to do that.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm having an idea here. I'm just not sure where I want to go with it. Spider's flesh is naturally resistant to decaying poison, so if I can fit something in here and make some sort of trap out of it, I think it might be useful.
Yeah, for sure. And spider legs are pretty naturally hollow as well. Oh God. Okay.
I'm talking to the owl.
You're not talking to the owl, but you're petting the owl, and the owl seems okay with it. The owl kind of cocks his head and looks at you crazy.
What did you just say about my mother?
I guess. All right.
Do we need to keep watches through the night? I
Yeah,
suppose?
sun is starting to set. I'm glad you said that. So, I mean, you're almost done with your first day.
Who would like to steer for the first part of the night?
I mean, honestly, if someone doesn't mind taking over here, I've been on here for most of the day. My eyes are starting to get a little. We can ring up the sails and slow down. We don't have to be going full speed at night.
Yeah, it'll only add a couple. It'll only add a couple of hours to your trip.
I'll drive.
Why not? Because while we have dark vision, most of us. Does anyone here not have dark vision?
Don't think so.
I'll only
Yeah.
need to be in stance for 4 hours.
All right. Well, I'm gonna climb up to the crow's nest and pass the fuck out then. If you crash the ship, I'll crash you. Your song was lovely.
All right.
I feel like such a big brother to fucking Palace. Jesus Christ.
Okay, you're able to keep this ship steady.
Yeah.
So with night falling, I assume that everybody's.
My fault. I mean to do that. Just ignore that.
You're okay.
Ignore that.
Destroy what water? The fresh water.
Water.
Oh, just above board. How do you like make the character move along the line like that?
I think you has press P.
What? You can do that?
Jericho, how do you do it? Because P didn't
I'm-
work.
It's P or Q.
I'm
Not
not-
Jericho. I meant Palace. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, yeah, that's okay. I was to say he's the one.
That shit. How do you do that, asshole?
I just let go afterwards. Oh, I hold left click, then I do right click.
Yeah, I got that bit.
Then I just let go.
Yeah, see? Nothing happens when I do it.
The computer
Hold
likes
on.
me better.
It may be under your settings as well.
I guess so.
Computer likes me better.
You're such a goofy. It's the nicest way I could have said that.
It's not. It's really not important. I'll just keep counting it out. But
Yeah.
there's a way to do it. I just don't remember.
Yeah. I usually just have to press Q or P. I thought. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So about. Roll me another survival check, Palace, please.
What's that? 11 again? Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, it's
By the way,
Q.
I can't roll.
It's
less
Q,
than
and
10.
you don't see the movement yourself. Only everybody else sees it.
Oh, that's what's happening. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
because the key was working. I was gonna tell if it was actually.
Yeah,
happening. Was
yeah,
happening.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just did a little dancey dance with loyalty. I was like, who's not moving around in circles right now?
Q?
Yeah, it's Q for me. That was my quick button.
Yes.
It's possible that's just strictly GM, how you want to say it.
No, it works for me too.
Okay. Say about 6 hours have passed. If you don't go into your trance soon, you're gonna be rolling at disadvantage due to exhaustion.
I go wake up loyalty.
I've been writing a letter. Yes, Palace, can I help you?
Me tired. Need to go to sleep now.
Alright, you go on.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Don't-
No
doesn't
wonder
seem
you're
like I'm very
tired.
No wonder.
No, this is
You're
how
going
he's
to break it. Do you understand? This is
Yeah.
roll 20. This is not a great server.
Okay.
This is how
Y'all,
Palace
y'all.
sleeps.
I-
Closes his eyes and runs
I'm
around
kind of
everywhere.
scared to play Tailspire with Palace now because I really feel like he'll crash my computer.
Probably. Probably. Y'all ready to get lost? Because my survival is only a +1. I have like
Mine is
no
too.
wisdom.
Who is?
I don't know how to drive this thing where
I'm still struggling because all I see is Palace slowly lurching now because he's done. Yeah, there it goes. It's
Oh, I
it's
stopped
pretty
at
simple.
that.
You're in the middle of the ocean. As long as you keep your hands still, you'll be fine.
You only need to do it for 2 hours. You can do it.
Alright, 2 hours. This is fine.
You only have to do it for 4. And I should drive again.
And he lives. So for the first hour, it's a 4 for survival. So I'm just keeping my hands on the wheel, try and stay fixated on the horizon wherever that is.
On the
Horizon wherever that is. It's a 4.
on the horizon, nothing but horizon. 360 degrees of horizon.
It's gonna stay that way for a little while.
We hope. Alright.
As long as no monstro comes up, we're good.
You start falling in a cloud.
Do I need to roll a survival check for the second
Yes,
hour?
please.
Oh,
Yes.
it's way better. What the fuck? I am over my seasickness for a brief time.
Anyone playing Starfield besides Baldur's Gate? Since we're waiting.
Is that
Not
good?
too expensive.
Oh god, it's I've always loved Fallout, so it's
So
amazing.
it's space Fallout? Oh my god.
Yes,
okay.
it 100% is.
But I haven't beaten Baldur's Gate yet.
I just got out of Act 1. What the hell do you mean?
I get distracted a lot.
Clearly.
I do too, and I'm like, do I want to start over?
I just can't afford it this week. Or
It-
last
it's-
week. Or next week, let's be honest.
It's one of those things like if you play if you play Baldur's Gate as a DM, it just kind of you're just you know what to do, so there's so much possibilities, so much that you want to do, so little time to do it in.
Oh yeah.
But it is it's so worth it. Game of the year to me, it's the only game that's really competed with Legend of Zelda. I'm gonna have to close my window and open it again because you have like destroyed Roll20 for me. It's stuck. It won't move.
Oh, I haven't tried
no.
moving.
Stand by.
Alright, I'm moving, but I guess it's just you.
Does anybody else just have a random yellow dot on there?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
bet.
it's from you moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Bet
did
it
that.
wouldn't be there if you'd sit still.
And I also have this random yellow horror show. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we're here.
poor stream is just yellow streaks. It's just
Oh god.
You're right. We have like 10 people who watch this.
it's okay.
Hey, those are my favorite 10 people.
They're getting a good story. I'll tell them that much. All right. So last week, Loyalty and I talked about. You were talking about something you wanted to do, with your item. Whenever you want to do that, you're free to do that. However you want to go about that.
Yes.
So.
So I guess after my watch.
Okay, that's fine. Did you roll your second?
I did. I got an 18, surprisingly.
Okay, sorry, my thing had a
No, you're good.
my thing had an aneurysm and I had to fix it.
I blame Spock.
Yeah, it's all Nazak's fault. All right, so yeah, you're able to make it through the second hour. You're looking at my math's probably way off, but you're looking about maybe 8 hours left of sailing before you are you were at the coast of Bolitania. That and everybody's now coming to awake. They've had plenty of long rest.
Hey, nothing killed us in our sleep. I'm amazed.
It's surprising that things don't come up from the deep very often, I guess. Fingers crossed. I go downstairs to finally get my own shut-eye, and I see Jericho, and I say, Lord Jericho, this weapon, I believe, will do you much better than it will do myself. And I give him the hammer.
Okay, just share that with him whenever.
Yes,
You got the trident I gave you, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
did write that down.
Alright, just checking.
I truly appreciate the gift. But where did you acquire this?
Your goddess exchanged it for my old warhammer when you were wrapped up in vines for a brief time.
Guess it seems.
So essentially, what that is it's Loyalty's warhammer that has been wrapped in the vines of a goddess.
Oh.
She kind of dropped it in her time of mourning. So while your goddess was wrapping you up and bringing you back to life, it kind of had an effect on the hammer as well.
Okay. Look at the hammer and look at Loyalty. I will consider this a reminder for everything that was and everything yet to come. I sincerely appreciate everything you do, Miss Loyalty.
Thank you, my lord. I'm going to retire now. Please don't get yourself into trouble.
So you're going to take yourself a bit of a nap to try and...
Catch up with my sleep.
All good.
Oh, I'm gonna wreck this fucking boat. I'm just kidding.
Why did Jericho end up at the helm?
Yeah, right.
Everybody's awake.
I assume that was generally steering, tying it off,
Turn
making
order.
corrections.
All
What?
right. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. What was the dexterity save for?
For whom?
Oh.
Resh?
Oh,
Swinging
you know,
from
our
mast
local
to mast.
crackhead being dumbass.
Yeah,
With
it's
his
a-
mute on.
It's
your mute's
cool.
on.
You know, it's cool.
I'm gonna call you dumbass until it's
Oh.
not.
I should have cannonball.
All right.
No, you do not.
What? Why not?
So
we have like 4
We have
cannons.
30 of those. We
We
have
only have
6
30.
cannons. Are you gonna pay for it?
Yeah.
You're gonna hit something important, I swear to God.
God.
Oh my God.
Are you launching a cannonball?
Yeah.
Why?
Boredom.
Fix the ship!
Broken? How'd you break it?
Oh god.
We forgot to bring the anchor up. It was pretty run down. Actually, come steer the ship and I'll fucking fix it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm.
Yeah.
instead of firing fucking
So-
cannons. I'm proficient in wood tool. What?
Uh,
Why am I proficient in woodworking tools? I have woodworking tools. That must have been.
Look,
But
you
you're a
you
bear.
made the character, not
Oh.
me, man.
I forgot about that. Okay, I've made toys for my child. I'm gonna start working on this ratty ass ship.
All right. So, looking behind you, somebody make a perception check.
Yelling at
I-
Palace, and I just
Let's
Perception.
see. Perception.
hey, nice.
The pink dolphin is still there. All the other dolphins are gone, but the pink dolphin is still on your tail.
Oh no, it's the new blue guy.
Should we wait for the dolphin? It wants to be our friend.
The new blue guy. What are you talking about?
The
Oh,
gnome.
shit, I can't-
The gnome.
You
Have you ever
said-
seen anything
all right,
like this?
Jericho. All right, I got.
The
You want to
no-
make a wager? I got 10 gold. Says it's evil.
I got 20 gold and becomes our
I'll
best
take you
friend.
up on this.
Are we slowing the
All right.
ship?
We are slowing this ship.
All right, slowing the ship. The dolphin's able to catch up to the side of the ship, where it jumps up onto the ship and polymorphs back into her druid form.
Oh.
Well, hello, druid.
Steer the ship. Fuck.
All right.
God damn it.
She seems a bit winded. She's like, I've been chasing you for all day.
Okay,
Are we a bad
random
guy or
stranger
a good
on a
guy?
ship. Say, all right, fucking. I made
Sorry.
a bet. So we're gonna use primeval awareness real quick.
Okay.
Let's say yes, someone did.
Go ahead.
I'll take that spell slot off.
Yeah, she's not evil.
Fuck.
Ha!
All
That's
right, I'm
10 gold.
taking 10 gold out of my inventory.
I had 10 gold for my inventory.
All right.
It doesn't
You
mean-
know what? You know, we stood in that harbor for a good 2 hours before we left. Who are you, actually?
She finally catches her breath. Just as you left, the strange little gnome came into town.
Fucking-
Said he was looking for you guys, and he left us with a note.
Did he have an arrow hole in him?
No,
Fuck.
bit of a hat, walked around with a rapier.
Oh, different gnome. Righty.
Tink Tok.
That I believe he said his name was Timothy, but maybe so. He did tell me to give you this. And she pulls out a small backpack and a note.
Sure. All right, why not? I'll approach and take it.
All right.
Your name again? You never said your name, Miss Pink Dolphin Druid?
My friends call me Pinky. You can too, but I've got to get back home. Breakfast is on the table.
No.
She jumped
come on.
off and morphs back into a dolphin.
Must
and
not
she's
be a
gone.
high level druid. Most would just, you know, if their messengers would have find a way to fly.
I was gonna say, yes.
I guess it's fine.
Swimming and flying are just about the same speed when you're a dolphin versus a bird.
Never seen a peregrine falcon.
Fair enough. All right. So you see a note with an enchanted piece of wax covering it closed. Within the backpack, you can feel a few trinkets.
Look at the card before the gift and or trap.
Breaking the seal on the letter, the letter begins to speak to you. My
Oh,
dearest
shit.
associates, it pains me to say that I'm unable to continue our journey together. You see, it turns out that there was a wizard who had stolen my intellect and bottled it for his own. It has been returned to me, and I realize that I must return to my family. And there's just something about defying gods that really does not sit well with me. Though I believe your journey is a just one, I cannot go on it with you. We may never see each other again, and if we do, I will welcome you with open arms. I've given you a pack with a few items that I had on my person that I think you will find useful in your journey. And may you have the best of luck and the safest of journeys. Yours truly, Timothy.
Who's Timothy?
Was that Ting Tonk?
Sounds like it.
I've never heard him use a sentence or like a word with more than 3 syllables, or 2 syllables even.
I didn't know he could read and write.
All right.
Well, it did say his intelligence was brought back, but
He was really missing out. Holy shit. Alright, interesting. I really didn't get to know him well, but, you know, it was fun killing goblins with him. He was there at the start of this, so I suppose he will be missed.
What if he's the god? Gotta kill him.
Well, then we'll kill his dark side too.
Dun.
Regardless, what's in the backpack,
All right.
my
So
illustrious GM?
opening the backpack, you find the ever so familiar key that he had picked up a while back.
Yeah, right.
You have 2 major potions, 1 greater potion, a vial of poison,
Sweet.
and 9 rations.
Rations. Poison, not potions, poison. Poison. 2 greater potions, you said?
Yep, 2. No, 2 major, 1 greater.
Alright. Loyalty.
yes.
Have a major potion.
Oh, thank you.
Since I can heal, he can heal, and I.
Technically,
Palace, you
she
want a
can
greater?
too if she gets the rolls right.
Palace, come take this greater potion.
Give me
Okay.
herbs and I can heal, but other than that, I do not possess magical natures.
Well, keep that in mind.
Ooh.
Violet potion. What did we call that key? The blood key, the rust key?
The god key.
Doom key.
It's the key to a tower. You're not sure which tower, but it's a key to a tower.
Tower key. Right.
Fair enough, right?
Alright.
Okay.
I gave out the 2 potions, poison, tower key. What else was there? I throw the rations into the sea.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That was it.
Okay. Great.
Dylan, what's it called on D&D Beyond?
What?
Greater healing thing?
Oh, so I do that differently. Major potions heal for, or standard potions, they heal for 10, and then graders, they heal for 25.
Just outright? No rolling?
Yeah, no rolling. I think that's ridiculous.
Sweet.
How does it make sense to drink the same thing 2 different times and get 2 different effects?
Me.
I mean, I get if you're in a hurry, you spill some on your mouth, but I mean, realistically speaking, you're an adventurer. You're used to chugging potions. Yeah. So the major ones, they are 10 healing. The greater is 25.
Good to know, good to know. I have 1.
Palace survival check.
Dun dun.
Hold on.
I know.
Oh.
I'm gonna spend the rest of the trip trying to make a bear trap
Oh,
out of the
he rolled
spider
a
legs and
2?
iron spikes.
You rolled a 2 and somehow you got an 11. How in the world
Jack
does
of all
that?
trades.
That'll give you +2,
What? How the?
not +10.
How does that work?
Where are you getting +10 from? I asked this before. I
Jack of
didn't
all
get an
trades.
answer. It
It's Jack
gives
of
you
all
half of your proficiency bonus.
Hold on. Let me look at
Mine's
Are
his.
a
you
5,
level
isn't it?
20?
What do you got going on with
I don't know.
your? What is going
Hey,
on?
I just roll these. I have no idea how's going on.
K1 +2.
Stop it.
1d20, 0d20 +10
That's the
times K1 +2 plus
Hey,
proficiency
wisdom
minus
is
1 wisdom.
your wisdom is negative. What the hell is going on with your rolls? Survival 18, yeah. 1d20, 0d20 plus 10. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, it's just supposed to be 1d20 plus proficiency if you have it, plus the wisdom plus miscellaneous. Like Jack of all
Because,
trades,
like,
but-
literally, I just rolled an 18 for him, and it gave him a -1 for a 17. But he rolled a 2 and somehow got an 11.
I don't know.
It's like it's adding reliable talent. Do you have reliable talent on?
Where do you add that? I don't
Are
know
you
what that
a
is.
rogue?
No? He's got jack of all trades. Reliable talent is on. Turn that off.
Oh, where's that?
That's
That's
okay.
a rogue thing.
I fixed it for you.
Uh,
Dear God. I was like, okay, we fixed that.
Come on, 9th level rogue.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. That's,
Oh my god.
it's okay. I'll give you the
Is he
11.
So-
So, on the horizon, you can see land.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still gonna start building my bear trap.
Shouldn't you be the one to just to dock?
I'm busy. I have my. Fine.
I'll dock.
Let's not.
I think you would more so crash instead of dock.
What are you doing a dexterity save for? Will you call out what you do before you do it? Because everyone else is confused.
I'm pretty sure we don't want to pay like 1,000 gold fine for crashing into a dock.
Okay,
Well,
so,
please. Oh, go ahead.
loyalty, I can explain aloud, or I can type it to you, how she described said man.
Oh, you could just send it to me.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I'll take over for docking. Is this another survival? What are we? All right. First off, we're approaching the coast? Are we approaching? What are we wanting to do here, guys? Get to a city? Get to an inlet?
I think we should raid the city.
You can go ahead and do that on your own. I'll watch.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's a city on the very southern tip of this island that has docks.
Yes, but the library that we're heading to is what is that? Southeastern edge, ish. I believe so.
So, the library is in the main capital, so you're going to go to the dock town, get on a carriage, go to the main capital, etc. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did he just dexterity save a natural 1? Okay, you slip and fall. Doesn't matter what it's for. You slip and fall.
Face first into the cannonballs.
Somehow you land in the cannon, and a spark somehow comes out of your boots, lighting the fuse. And as you get launched through the cannon,
Oh my god!
rolling on that one's like Looney Tunes, man.
I love Looney Tunes.
All right. So whoever's doing the docking, it's still gonna be a survival check.
I'm on
At least a 10.
it. Okay.
Hey, look at you go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new continent of Balatania. Da-da-da.
Balatania.
We didn't crash.
I mean,
I like how the boat's the same. I am impressed.
yeah,
Nice.
it's nice when Incarnate makes you reuse assets.
What is this dock? What is this giant dock, though? These docks for giants. We're in London. This is London.
Maybe. Let's just
It's
stop.
London
Go away.
now.
Go away.
I'm very appreciative of the solid ground that my
Kissing the
hooves
dock
are on.
tastes like fish.
Delicious.
Old rotting melty fish.
All right, the morning fog is rolling in as you find yourself at a bustling town full of merchants and people alike, various races, sizes, and shapes.
Oh. Right. I forgot about that background feature.
And now
Reading
that
the
it's been pointed out to me, I'll go ahead and keep my eye out for anybody who might fit my mother's description.
That may be easier said than easier done.
Yeah, I figured, but like, just kind of keeping an eye out.
No, I think as long as you follow the description appropriately, it'll be like a smack in the face, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that guy's definitely the one she's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alrighty,
All right.
welcome to town, gentlemen and lady.
Woo!
Alrighty then.
Palace, I'm gonna take away your ability to use dashing, like the line thing, because something always gets stuck on my screen for some reason.
Is it the
Mhm.
5?
Yes, it's the
Mhm.
5. Is it there for you too?
Uh-huh. I don't know
Yep.
what that is.
There's 2 5s now.
I don't see a 5, so I don't know if I'm going slow or fast, but
I see 2 5s.
It's okay. Anyway, welcome to town. Do with this information what you please.
alright.
And is this like maybe midday or so?
Oh, early morning.
Early morning. Okay.
Early morning. So
Oh, and Jericho, you
Oh.
finished your book.
Awesome.
Are your eyes bloodshot?
Mm.
Alright,
No, he
just
rested
sitting there reading.
appropriately. Y'all been at sea for 2 days.
Yes.
Covered in paper cuts and bloodshot.
What were you doing with that book? My God. The raid was amazing.
Unthinkable.
Literally done that, but it's fine.
Wait till you get to chapter 3. Wow.
Were you reading Paradise and Lovers? Lovers in Paradise?
The details.
Paradise in Lovers. That's a whole new story.
The detail they go into with Dragonborn's breast.
The lusty
Dragonborn's
Arconian.
pendulous
Yes.
breasts.
The Tantalus
Tough,
Argonian.
leathery, and
Non-existent lizard function at breast.
But for some reason they always do.
Somehow.
it's canon.
Alright. Hold on. That being said, it brings up a very inappropriate question. Are Dragonborns mammals?
No, that would make no sense.
So they're born from eggs.
They're born
Yes.
from corrupted magic eggs.
Oh, okay. So they can't like reproduce with one another.
God damn it!
I
Google. See?
I would say it's like lizard folk where they just lay clutches of eggs.
Or they just like, or does,
Lizard.
does a loving dragonborn family just ransack a dragon's nest and pray that one of them's corrupted? I remember the day me and your mother stole your egg.
Born eggs.
Yeah, see, it's a good question. Wizards didn't.
In Dungeons and Dragons 5e, Dragonborn hatch from eggs, usually laid singly or more rarely in a pair.
So that doesn't specify
The eggs are 4 feet tall. That poor
dear
woman.
God.
That is
So-
bigger than a child. It would be easier to do the child.
So it definitely, I don't think is natural
My
reproduction
God.
like you and I think. I think they go and steal dragon eggs. Anyway, continue with your session. That was way out there and way uncalled for, but this is the luxury of D&D.
Rabbit,
Just the
rabbit,
questions.
Go get the rabbit.
Yeah, pretty much. Squirrel.
There are exceptions, it says, because humans really should be called slut folk, but here we are.
Ain't that the damn truth?
Wow.
Alright, so options are we just go to the library, we go
In
shopping.
the famous words of
we-
Palace, if it's got a hole, I'll definitely try.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Ain't that the
No.
truth?
Um,
Every
I don't
bard
know how
ever.
we are on. Okay. I don't know how we are on funds.
Oh,
I
really
have
back
a-
in.
Some money. We might want to do a job or two if the town needs something. Adventurers are generally welcome in this wonderful world of ours, and I'm sure things are going weird with half the gods being moody.
Oh, that's nicer than I was going to put it, but, is there anything in particular you're needing to buy?
Honestly, more potions. I have a decent amount of arrows. I have a brand new shiny bow, but I do have a lack of melee weapons if I need it.
We just bought weapons.
You bought weapons, but I wasn't waiting for them. I was trying to build a trap.
There's no one here waiting our company, so.
I would be waiting or come. Oh, right, your royalty. Yeah, Your Highness. This is how people normally travel. There's usually not a welcoming party.
I will point out that people are not used to seeing a bugbear on the streets, so Nazaka's getting some pretty nasty looks.
Nasty? Aw.
More like terrified.
That
They're
is
like
my own feature
like
that I
terrified.
chose, and I can't complain.
they really aren't. It's uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable, not really angry or mad or disgusted.
If I
They're just
hugged one of these strangers, how do you think
Oh,
they'd
no.
react?
a little to find out.
You will notice that Nazak is in like a less somber mood generally these last couple days. He seems a bit more chipper. So
It's like a huge weight has been lifted off of his ankle. uh,
Let's get you stocked up. How about that?
the old,
well, I'm sure you guys need things too. I just notice you're missing. I mean, you have that trident and whatever other weapons you're hiding in your maid outfit. Uh,
I can make whatever.
it's
I
clad in armor.
sure. Sure.
She's,
I'm
she's
just,
got a
I mean,
breastplate.
it's fair for me to be
Large skirts
curious
hide
about
a lot
the
of.
logistics of your weapon carrying.
Large skirts hide many secrets.
Sometimes secrets that you're really uncomfortable figuring out later.
I'm gonna stick with my breastplate and pockets.
Anyway, let's get you stocked up. I guess we try and find a weaponsmith.
Oh, okay. So, perception check, please.
Ooh!
Hey,
And
Of course. Damn. Bastards got double 20s.
Dirty
This one's
20s.
half. That's half. It's fine.
we're always good at finding the pointy things.
Okay, yeah, you follow the sound of metal clanking. Clank. Clank.
Speaking of clanking, where did Palace go?
Shift that direction. Palace, don't worry about him.
Not. Let's see here. What do I have as far as weapons go? What do I have left?
What are you
So if you go in there, you see a half orc, very burly man pounding on an anvil. What can I do for you today?
going to try and outfit this large gentleman here
Any
with some weapons.
any particular weapon?
Something light. Daggers, short swords. I'm not too particular. Fairly proficient with most.
Okay, so he
Whatever you have.
rolls out a leather wraps, and inside the leather wrap you see a couple of sickles, a bastard sword, a short sword, and a couple of scimitars.
Like?
Sickles are a bit unwieldy unless I'm short sword would be fine. Scimitars would be also fine, no problems there. What do I hear? And I'm ignoring that for the moment.
Palace is dancing and singing in the town square.
He earning
My
gold.
straw hat's on
It's
the
okay.
ground.
Oh, of course, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, I guess you could say with that roll, you got about 230 gold.
Jesus. Dance for me, daddy. Peel back to the roll there.
So what are you buying?
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the traits for the different finesse. Like, yeah, I'll buy. You said there was a couple of scimitars.
2 to be exact, yes.
Alrighty, how classic. It's like a drow.
15 gold apiece.
All right, I'll take those two. And does he have any daggers?
No daggers. He can
fair.
custom make a dagger if you'd like.
Hmm.
It'll
How long
cost
would it take to make just a pair of daggers?
a couple of daggers. Anything specific?
No, just
Just a classic dagger. I could make them in about 10 minutes, I think.
jeez, look at you.
He is half orc.
He's got some forearms, man. He's got
Yeah, he
cannons.
does.
I mean, he's got blades aplenty. They're just not finished. So, I mean, he's got half-made projects laying around. So, for him to finish up a couple of daggers probably take him 25, 30 minutes.
Certainly, if you don't mind, I recently came across some work that destroyed my previous weapons. But in case of emergency, I would love to have a couple of backups.
Sure thing. There'll be 5 gold apiece.
All right, I'll go ahead and give him 15 gold.
So he's gonna make 3 daggers.
How much are your arrows?
I don't keep track of arrows.
Oh.
You're welcome.
You don't? Why am I keeping track of arrows?
That's a great question.
Oh, you did.
Curses.
No, that takes. Why would I do that? That's so much more work to do.
It's so much more work.
All right, I'm gonna
I'm all about making.
daggers, scimitars,
Do you happen
blades.
to have anything more of magical in nature?
No.
Not me, but the dwarf down the road. He's got a few.
Thank you for the information.
2 scimitars, 3 daggers. Good to know. All right, I'm taking this damn number off my arrows.
Alright. I'll head down to the next area.
Do you have an arrow of dragon killing?
Yeah, he just has one of
Yeah,
those
just-
around.
Hey,
Does
I
it
found one in
work?
Boulder's Gate. I don't even know where I got it from.
You just picked it up sometime.
I'm looking track arrows. I turned that on because of you. Arrow ammo tracking off. Take that slot back, thank you.
So, you find yourself in this scrawny little dwarf, really small for a dwarf. He's got a little shack where he's got a few glowing weapons and mysterious objects laying around.
Interesting.
Is there a customer? He throws his hammer behind him.
Jesus.
It's been ages. What do you need? I can make it in no time flat.
I was wondering, how long would it take you to possibly enchant full blade armor?
Oh, well. Well, what are you looking for exactly?
Just an extra buffer between me and getting hit.
I can make you a deal, but you might not like it.
I'll have to hear it first before I decide that.
That is Nazak laughing, also.
All right. So if you give me your armor today, give me an hour, and I'll have something entirely new for you.
An hour? That's
That
it?
may not be my armor.
No,
or-
it definitely won't be your armor. I'm going to take your armor. I'm going to trade it and give it to my resources so that I can enchant it for the next person. It takes weeks to enchant things.
Oh, I see. Alright.
Honestly, with the nature of this, it's not a bad deal.
Do it.
Yeah.
What?
How much would that cost me?
Oh, well, let's say a couple hundred gold, 300, 350.
Hey, the 5 is gone.
Is there anything particular you're looking for? You have any special requests?
If it's possibly, I've heard of magic here and there, but I'm not a magic user myself, so I'm not too keen on it.
Oh, of course.
But I have heard of things that when they get hit, they have repercussions to being hit, basically. So like, there was this gentleman who had ice that like cloaked his armor for a moment, and when somebody hit him, it hit back, basically. Is that at all possible to enchant into an armor?
Well, I'd have to look into it, but quite possibly.
I would be keenly interested in that.
Okay.
Alright. And you said 350?
Of course.
I want to insight check this dude. Like, is he being legit?
He was very excited to see you, us, them, Alice.
You can.
16.
16, yeah, he's telling the truth.
Alright. I will take a chance on this new endeavor, and I give him pieces of my armor, and Now I feel very naked and.
No, you are not naked. You are just in your
No, I am
standard maid's
Nothing more
robes.
powerful than a
No
maid.
armor.
Yeah.
Oh, I can still hit you.
Between me and you, throw in an extra 100 gold, and I can give you something real special.
Why not?
Bros.
Why not? Do it.
All right, for
And
450.
Yeah, 450. So I count it out and pass it to him.
All right, and is Jericho with you?
I'm here.
Okay, he's gonna. As you're walking, he's gonna. Hey, blue fellow, could I ask you a question?
Yes.
Tell me about that Mistrid. What's her personality? What is she to you? How is she? Don't let me pry. I'm just trying to get a feel for her personality.
Are you referring to Loyalty, my companion?
The tiefling with the green hair. Yes.
Yes. She is wonderful. She is my compatriot and my protector and sworn guardian. She's a bit stern, to say the least.
Would you say she's demon touched?
Demon touched?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all.
She's have a dark side.
Palaces.
I wouldn't say that.
All right.
She has no ill intent, if that's what you mean.
I give you 2 words. You pick one: champion or angel.
Angel.
Thank you. That'll help my supplier. All right. Give me a few hours. I'll be back. He disappears into a hatch behind
Wait.
his.
What the fuck?
No, wait, I want something.
He disappears into a
Is
Am I
hatch.
watching this shop?
He quickly disappears into a hatch, without any kind of remorse. He's gone. Like that's the fastest you ever seen a dwarf move.
He just like power slid into that hole.
He moved at
I mean,
halfling speed.
It was
Okay.
It was open.
Palace.
Does anybody have detect magic?
Yes.
Detect magic. Let's steal some shit.
Let's
Oh god. I'm
not.
Go ahead. Go. I mean, detect magic by all means, please.
Sure. Yeah, I'll detect magic so I know what I'm looking at.
All right,
but,
detecting magic. You
keep it to
detect
myself.
absolutely nothing. As far as you can tell, this is junk sitting in his shop.
Oh shit. Weren't some of these glowing? What the fuck? It's amazing.
Upon further inspection, what
I
do you
see nothing. Jesus.
It's a bunch of broken armors, and what's glowing is like a luminous gel that he's painted onto these arms and armaments to kind of get your attention.
That is hilarious.
But looking into it, because it's so dark, when you get close, everything is broken. There is nothing worth a dime in this shop. It looks like a garage sale from a homeless person. I
steal a cloak.
There is a bunch of ripped clothes, nothing that would be considered a cloak.
Alright, I steal something.
Oh, steal away.
Just anything.
All right.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth
Loyal-
check, please.
A what?
Stealth check.
You rolled in a crazy ass lay of the hand, but
Did. Okay, yeah, you're fine.
so I don't know if you actually took a good look around here, Loyalty, but
She did insight check him.
yeah,
I-
yeah. So this
I
is either gonna
feel
be
like he's being honest.
he's either
just
very smart
probably-
or very very weird.
just probably not in the way that I was
It's
intending.
a fine line.
Made to order on
Yeah,
mail order armor.
he
Is it-
seems
is that what
honest,
this is?
just not
Right?
in the way that I'm intending. You win some, you lose some. Let's leave.
If you lose, you'll lose quite a bit in this scenario. Just saying.
All right. Well,
If anything, I'll just go by.
should we try to go find an adventurers hall or
I think
try to?
I think Jericho's rubbing off on Loyalty a little bit. She just said, "I'll just go buy some more."
I did earn a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Glad you guys are rolling it. I'm fucking broke over here. Well, I'm not broke, but
I
nonetheless.
give him 100 gold.
What the fuck? The fuck? Where the? Oh right, you were stripping in the square.
He found a maypole and worked it. Alright,
I'll take it because it was earned dishonestly. Well, slowly, but whatever.
Hey, mine is honest work,
Yeah, you worked it all right.
and they loved it.
Can't argue as I shake my new bag of gold. It really did.
Oh,
All right, we should probably go find work, or we can't leave just yet. So we find a tavern or a
I would like
hall.
to
I
settle
would-
with some actual solid food.
I would like
I
to
think.
rage. All right. So, looking around for a tavern or
Yeah, like a guild hall or something.
so the Adventurers Hall is close by. It's very small compared to what you're used to. It's really just a local tavern.
Everyone is staring at me.
$5 to pet the bear.
Oh my god.
5 gold. Pet the bear.
A very familiar tavern, by the way, because why not?
It's like a Starbucks, they all look the same.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point?
God, it smells good.
What the heck? That's just up there.
Okay,
Magica?
sorry.
Let's see what else I got. Nozak,
Yes, I'm here.
I'm going to just test your patience today.
Hey, it's fine. Now, if someone comes up and pets me, well, I mean,
You'll get
That's
5 gold.
apparently I'm divorced now, so
Well,
A sudden ending to a.
God, I hope it wasn't sudden.
as you're thinking about this, you hear in the back of your head, "God, you're alive? My lord, I thought you were unlucky enough to die already, you scum."
Oh god, the message came back! Start spacing out again, I'm like, good time.
I'm going to torment that creature.
Is she also a bugbear?
Find her. Yes, I think. Yes.
I mean, don't give me the freedom to choose.
Well, she was married to a bugbear, had an affair with another bugbear. She's either a bugbear or the heaviest furry ever.
She's either a bugbear or she has a type.
Tell you what, I never gave her a race, I just gave her a name.
You sure did.
Nalam.
Freedom of choice. I will order.
Turns
around-
out she's
I have a
a
child. Did
turns
I
out
have
she's a
child?
swamp hag.
Oh, even.
Actually,
It
That's
always
why she's
smells.
so
It always smelled of mildew, but
No, she's a bugbear.
yeah.
I'll go up to the barkeep.
Alrighty, miss, what can I do for you?
A round of drinks and food for my table over there, please.
Yeah, your first time in town?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Oh dear.
He's pouring drinks as he's talking, so he's not like distracted. He's talking to you and pouring drinks.
From across the ocean, quite a ways.
Oh, it's your first time in Boltonia?
Yes.
Oh, drinks on the house first round at least.
Aona is the town of or the name of the kingdom we came from.
Thank you.
That is not where she is technically from.
Technically.
I tried to help you.
We came from it. Aona.
He hands you over 4 cups. And says, on the house, thank you very much.
Thank you. And whenever you can, just lay out some plates for us.
Of course. House special?
Sounds good.
Alright.
And is there perhaps any interesting gossip going around?
What are you looking for? I mean,
Work of any sort?
Boltonia is blessed. We don't really have much problems. Nowadays, you might check the capital. They're always in need of new help. They're a very strange lot in their capital.
All right.
Well, that Silas, he runs a tight ship.
Cryptic, but okay. We're
Oh,
also...
you're new here. I'm so sorry. Silas is the Lord of Boletonia.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
he.
Silas.
Everything that needs to be done, it goes through him. He's a very kind lord, but he's also very strict.
All right. And by possible, do you happen to know which way the Grand Library would be?
Oh yeah, it's in the capital.
It's in the capital as well. All right.
Yeah, most anything in Boletonia is in the capital, unless you're looking for something special. I do have a book. Since you're new to Boletonia, it's a book on our old gods, if you'd like.
Sounds interesting.
Grab that
All right.
reference book.
He slides you a very tattered, well-read book.
Thank you. And I. How much do I owe you?
Oh, so I'll collect payment for the food when I get to your table. Don't worry.
All right. All right. Thank you. I scoop up the tankards and the book and head back.
Nizak left us. He didn't want to be part of
Checking the message board.
Message board is clean.
Ugh, fair enough. Good for them, I suppose. Excuse me. Pardon me. Squeezing through. Hiya.
Shall we raid this village?
Excuse you.
You say
They just gave you a bunch of gold.
I passed Jericho
conscientious.
the book. I say, yeah, something interesting for you, I believe.
What
And
is it?
the barkeep offered it. A book of old gods here might be of some interest to us, considering our current excavations.
Is it more smut?
It may be prudent of us to understand them further. I appreciate this treasure. I'll be sure to look it over.
Religion check,
And I-
please.
I
If you're
passed
gonna
the
read it,
tankards to everybody.
if you're gonna read it now, just religion check. If not, then ignore that.
Check.
Yeah, other religion check.
Hearing Nalam's voice while he starts reading, I'm going to take out and start reading that.
Okay, yeah, it's a barbarian's guide to slaughter.
Fuck.
I need
Oh
ideas.
no.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
So you're pretty versed in religion. It's kind of odd because you were told this is a book on gods, but it really seems like a book on a group of people that ascended to godhood in a very,
Oh.
very odd manner. Coming from a religious point of view, it does sound pretty sacrilegious, but it makes sense. Like, this is a primitive pre-religion before
Say old.
the fact. Yeah, it is the old. They are the old gods. They're not commonly worshipped anymore.
This is a bit of a history lesson, but still I have to take the stance that this is sacrilege. Although perhaps knowing the roots will help us better understand what exactly we're venturing to. Why did the keeper of this tavern happen to have this book?
He offered
Plot
it because
armor.
we're new here.
Missions in disguise.
He'd offered it because we're new here. Thought we should know some of the histories.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you call it sacrilege, but I mean, it's
The
an old
Jehovah's
book.
Witness.
Righty, who the fuck is Jehovah?
What's a
Anyway,
Jehovah?
but people like worship things that they don't understand and find powerful. There's many powerful beings in the world. Our gods that are commonly here are having a bad day, so they're not as unchanging as they wish to appear.
Understand.
Here's your drinks. Pass them their drinks.
Yeah,
Fine.
come
Hey,
on.
can I play with the book?
What book?
No, I'm not. You don't make the book sticky.
Why would you say that?
Write funny words. into the
Why
book.
would I say that? Because we have a bard in the party.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna try and read over the book myself.
Is this the religion book that you're reading, or are y'all reading?
I'm reading.
Yeah,
I'm taking
you
notes.
it's a very detailed description, as much as a intelligent -3 barbarian can write. So a lot of times things are described as ugh and blah, but yeah.
Makes sense to me.
I get it.
I'll read the religious
You,
book.
you get the gist. Yeah, okay. So roll me a religion check,
Oh, okay.
please and thank you.
Oh no. No. I'm still salty.
Yeah, no, this doesn't even seem like a religious novel. It honestly, it seems like an account of um, adventurers that again have they challenged gods and became gods. Um,
What? You could do that in this?
Sounds right up my alley.
Guys, we can become gods.
I highly doubt that.
I mean,
Basically, gods, right? Ah.
what are we doing?
Is this-
Okay, he
Alright,
snatched the
look
book
out.
and read it. All right, so Palace. This is a very basic religion. Balatania has 4 pantheons of gods. They have earth, they have wind, they have fire, and they have water. The 4 gods they're not normal gods, but you're not religious, so you wouldn't really understand the difference. But basically, God is a title that's earned. They're more considered guardians, but it's simpler for them to be called gods.
oh, okay. I tell this to the party.
All right, wonderful. So as that comes, a group of adventurers is going to come in and sit at the table over here.
3.
Did you see anything interesting on the board, Nazak?
Wipe clean.
Wiped clean. Of course. Yep, there goes.
Yeah, and then took longer than I thought.
Oh,
You,
we swapped.
you are you an air ganassi like me?
Me?
You're the only blue person here other than my party, but they're tieflings.
That's fair. We have
Insight
those too.
check. Inside check. He's going to kill us.
It's such a.
It's a female, but go ahead.
She is going to kill us. Or try to. Where's my insight?
Jericho, roll me a perception check.
me.
Yeah, she's telling the truth. She's just really ditzy. She looks at you and she says, "Little boy, you cannot handle everything I have to offer."
What is she wearing? What the fuck? Is that
Yeah.
a tiefling?
That's a tiefling.
What?
She might be a bard, sorcerer, multi-class. You don't really know.
I know what she is. She's probably a little chilly in this fog town. But you wish you had a maid's outfit, don't you?
Tieflings
I
are a
give her
little
that-
different.
That clothing I stole.
I am intrigued. That is uncommon that I see any other air genasi. Is there more air genasis in this area?
Oh, a few. I mean, here and there, but they're not very common.
Oh, indeed. I'm not going to pretend to be a scholar and understand that I know this village very well. We are newcomers here, so pardon me for my curiosity.
Of course. I beg your pardon. Is that an amulet of Eldath around your neck?
Why, yes it is.
Are you a paladin of Eldath as well?
Not a paladin. I am a cleric.
Ah, well, I am the paladin Sonia. Obviously Eldath is my patron.
I've come acquainted with Eldath for quite some time now, and recently more than ever.
Oh yes.
To say the least.
Understatement of the.
She's a wonderful goddess, though, isn't she? So much redemption and love she has to share.
We all have our pitfalls.
Well, yes.
I don't.
Nazak, are you inciting again, or is that just
Oh no, he's
Okay.
He's typing.
Okay, yeah. Well, if you want me to show you around town, I'm more than happy to help.
With the company of my compatriots here, I would be obliged.
I mean, you and I could go alone, but they could come along, I guess.
I'm not certain that would be the. All due respect, it's not exactly something it's in my nature.
Ah,
Also,
you
loyalty will get mad.
you must be a noble as well.
I am Prince Jericho,
Oh.
Northwind the Third.
My father is lord of a lesser kingdom here in Boletonia, but it's not the same as being a crowned prince.
Who is your father?
Oh, my father. His name is Michael. He hails to the far east. He is the lord of the Eastern Sea.
I see. And what, what do you have to show to us, the group? Where would you like to begin?
Oh, well, I was just gonna take you to the Temple of Eldath. She's actually very popular here.
Loyalty, would you like to accompany us?
Wherever you go, my lord, I of course will be.
Inside check on loyalty. See if she's mad.
Do it.
Go
I dare
ahead,
you.
please. We're all dying to know. Is this jealousy I smell? I mean,
Oh, she's been mad the whole boat trip.
All road trip.
The whole road trip.
is she more mad now that someone has put herself in between loyalty and Jericho?
Say probably a little bit,
Okay.
but probably also she knows to keep her distance. And at this point, she's probably like, Jericho's gonna make his decisions. He can make his own decisions.
Okay.
I
Well-
send a message to Jericho.
If you guys find yourself in the Eastern Camp, I'll be heading home tomorrow. Meet me there. Just ask for the Lady Sansa or Sonia. Sorry, it's Game of
Queen of the
Thrones.
North?
Yeah. Oh yes, I am the lady of the Western Seaboard. I mean, Boletonia only has one king. But yes, and she slides Jericho a piece of paper and then walks away.
Oh my god, I definitely messaged Jericho.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Brad,
god. Spill the tea.
what does it say?
Let's see. Let's see. None of this. Read up for me.
Mm.
Okay, there we go. Let's see. City message.
Yeah. I gotta type. I got a smaller keyboard, so
Oh no.
yeah.
Oh, I hate this.
But it was free from Timu. It's nice,
It
but
was free.
and it clicky clicks. I like the clicky click.
Oh, is it mechanical?
Yeah, I'm used to the membrane keyboards that came with my
Nice.
computer, but I'm thinking about switching back. But at the same time, I don't know. This one's pretty. It's got colors. All right.
Okay, I got the message.
Okay, wonderful. Palace, if you're gonna send Jericho a message now, it's probably the perfect time.
Yeah, what are you sending?
Do I need to put you on a little private chat so I can discuss this privately, or?
No. I just sent him.
Oh,
Beware of folly. You can reply to this message.
oh, we're not doing that.
Wait, be weary of folly?
Yeah.
The
I'm
fuck
not
does
gonna
that even
explain any
mean?
further.
Just cryptic.
Cryptic is all get out.
There's so much information coming my way. Huh. Okay, I kind of put the. Look at the notes. And then, actually, look over at loyalty and explain to her its address.
I drink from my tankard, and I look at him, and I say, "You know how much I distrust other nobles, my lord."
I can't say that I disagree with you any less. Is
She
something
seemed fine.
to-
Little, what was the word you used? Ditzy?
Yeah,
Yeah, she seemed a little ditzy, but not,
it's not every day that you find someone of your own race that just so happens to worship your goddess and is a cleric to your paladin. I mean,
Hmm.
I will point out to Zuck,
yellow.
though you and I fight often with sword and shield and hammers and such, in nobility circles they have to fight with things other than that, such as words or cunning. And I'm afraid that this might be more of a target of a higher ranking than me.
I mean,
Listen, you can use all the words that you want. In the end of the day, you have something sharp in you. It's going to capture all of your attention.
I'm just saying, y'all insight checked her and she was legit.
She seems lovely, although I can't, cater to my own choice in women at this point.
I mean, that is
I-
fair.
I will pass on your opinion of other women. But maybe one day we'll get to meet your previous, and we'll all get to enjoy meeting
Oh, I have such plans. Psychological warfare. I'm going to leave a good berry outside of her window every day for 3 weeks. And then the good berries are going to start to move. She's going to go to the bathroom. There'll be one in the toilet. She's going to go to town. There'll be one in the shop. And all the while, I have this guy's self, and I will just be watching as she looks for the good berry that one day will disappear. And in its place will be a pineapple.
Wonderful. I don't understand the metaphor there, but
Oh no, it's no metaphor. It's going to happen to her, and then it's going to be a pineapple, and then there are going to be bear traps. She'll be looking for a good bear, and she's going to step into a trap, and I'm going to save her this. I also should probably message eventually Lord Cassius and let him know that that particular threat was missed. Mm.
what particular threat are we talking about?
He said he killed her. You said he said.
I did say he said.
I said, you said, you said, I said.
Hmm. Well, while we're waiting for my armor to finish, I guess we'll finish our meal and look around a bit more.
Oh, 5 gold per plate, and it's a whole ass chicken, potatoes, and other vegetables.
Nice.
Good food here. Hope. I'll take off.
No, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think Jericho might
Barkeep,
be.
besides the dwarf who came from, are there any other magical accoutrement sellers in the city?
I mean, most of the big shops in the main city. Be a little bit of
Right.
outliers. Don't tell me you did a dealing with the crazy dwarf in town.
Yeah.
Oh no. What did you ask him for?
I'm just drinking from my tankard, trying to ignore this.
My money's on that the armor is going to be magical, but possessed.
I don't.
I'm choking.
I don't.
Kazak's dying on his tankard.
I don't think it'll be possessed. But he's not very smart. Did you tell him specifics of what you were looking for?
Slightly.
I mean, what did you give him in return?
Gold.
And armor.
Oh dear heavens!
Good lord, there's going to be a black hole in the middle of the village.
This was not your only piece of armor, was it?
No, not technically. I still have my shield.
Well, again, he's not very smart. is quite dense. But who knows? He may pull through. Sometimes he does. Sometimes he does not.
Like I said, win some, lose some.
Yeah, armor and 450 gold.
All right. Well, with that in mind, I'm gonna find just a basic armor smith then.
Oh, well,
Leathersmith.
Speaking of the dimwit, there he is stumbling into the bar now. What is he dragging? You see him dragging this heavy plate mill, just coming into the window. Is the tiefling in here?
Oh,
We were
God.
gonna come
I
to
s-
you.
I
carry
stood
that
up
around
and I
town?
walked over. Do you need
Not very smart.
assistance?
I got your armor.
Thank you kindly.
I hope you like it. It'll suit a paladin like you greatly.
Paladin.
Let me give you something to compensate you having to drag it all the way here. And I give him 5 gold.
No. You've paid me quite enough already. Please just take the armor. He slides it to you, just across the floor.
All right, thank you.
Can I get a magical cloak?
I'm taking the rest of the day off. That was fucking heavy.
My God.
I'm keeping my
I-
breastplate then.
Gather it up, plop it on our table, and just start putting on the pieces.
Yeah, before you do that, let me send it to you. You may not be able to wear it.
Oh,
Blame your lord for that. He said he had a choice between angel and champion. He said angel.
It did.
Okay.
What?
Good lord, this thing looks ridiculous.
And it's used for somebody. Somebody could use it.
Most certainly somebody can.
Definitely not you.
Jericho, you have a very lithe form. You might be able to fit in this.
Oh, it's intriguing.
When do we level up
Ah.
again?
Well, give it a session or two. I think enough has happened. I mean, y'all did fight a god and didn't get a level for that. So I mean, I could probably just swing y'all a level at the end of this session, the beginning of next one, sometime.
Well,
Soon.
in the meantime, these pieces won't do me any good.
So are you gonna store them in your bag or?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll store them. And in another meantime, I will just get something cheap.
Who is the horror bag, by the way?
I do. Do you
I
want
really
to
wanna-
examine it?
Yes.
I'll
Here you
examine
go.
it.
Alice, examine this.
Oh no.
Outside.
Outside.
Does whoever wants to detect magic or identify, please go forward.
Yeah, sure. I'll detect magic. I don't have identify though.
No one has identified, do they?
Whoops, that was the wrong one.
No.
That's
What
You're
do you?
gonna intimidate the bag.
He
You're
really
a
is.
bad bag. It's a beautiful green bag with golden adornments. It is magical.
It's a magic bag.
The bag is magical. There's a magical item on Jericho. There's a magical item on Loyalty, and there's a magical item on Palace.
What's my magical item? Oh, I summoned Scully.
Are you talking about the aforementioned magical items, like the one that Loyalty gave me? And said?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone has magic. What is this? I don't. This bag is magical of some kind, but do you know it's School of Magic?
What would it be considered? I mean, it's.
Do you tell me?
I don't really know if there's an answer for that question.
Storage magic.
Well, I mean, it's like Palace's thing is necromancy. This is.
Oh, it's intended for druids. I mean, it's got druidic symbols on it.
Alrighty then.
Oh my god,
Nature
there's a god in
magic.
here.
Miss me if I die. I open the bag.
All right, it's full of various herbs. Yeah, it's got books. A couple of gems.
We've been sitting on this whole fucking time. Great. Herbs, useful. Put those to the side.
Everything is
I can make-
useful. You might as well keep it in the bag. I mean, you're gonna keep the bag.
That's true.
Um,
Tell me about the books.
the very very naked tiefling is gonna crawl over the table and say, "Hey, do you need some help with that bag? I'll identify it for you. I heard you guys saying something about identify."
Yes.
Ah,
Okay.
Where is it?
who are you?
She's honestly just trying to be flirtatious. That's it.
Fine.
This is the bugbear?
To
You
everyone.
got a problem against
People
bugbears?
would
I mean,
How-
well, if you can identify it, I would
Oh,
appreciate the help.
Of course. Here it is. And she says, "This is a druid's bag."
She's newly
Little
single.
omelet.
Here you go. I put it in Discord for you guys.
Wunderbar.
He's newly single.
Wunderbar.
Wink, wink, hint, hint.
Two-pocket dimension. Oh. Gem, fungus, alcohol, clay, iron, phosphorus.
yes,
Jesus Christ.
Recently,
This
became
is
very
lovely. Examine this bag. Thank you.
Of course.
Breathe and
Anytime.
can survive and breathe in these two-pocket dimensions and can enter and exit. But what the fuck?
I entered the bag.
All right. Palace is falling indefinitely.
Let him out later. I close the bag. I grab a book and I close the bag.
Palace
Oh no!
is in the bag. Oh no! I don't know where he went, like on his screen, but
Oh no!
he's in the bag.
Mute him. Mute him. Do it.
Wait, what?
Mute.
You made this choice.
You're in the
Now
pocket
suffer.
dimension.
Oh no!
Well,
I didn't mean to laugh that loudly. Oh my god.
that fellow is a bit interesting. She goes
So
back
weird.
to her party.
That didn't take long. If I open the bag, do you think he'll fall out or crawl out?
I mean,
You might have to think about him and pull him out.
yeah,
I don't know if this is that kind of bag, but
it wouldn't help. It wouldn't hurt.
open the bag, see what happens. Hello?
You in there?
Palace, you're still in the bag, but they're talking to you.
Do you want out?
Where did he go?
Hello? Ow!
Where did he put himself on the map?
Oh, I just shot myself straight up, so I think you're gonna have to redo me.
Oh, I could have put you on a different layer. All right, he starts to crawl his way out. Oh,
Good to know. Survive and breathe in this two-pocket
Was there any
dimension.
weapons in there?
no.
No. Okay.
No. So sad. Oh boy.
Clay, iron, phosphorus, other non-plant-based
well,
items.
I pushed
Lovely.
Scully down the bag.
Get away from my fucking bag, you.
Oh,
You're gonna lose your skeleton.
Scully died when you went to another dimension.
What? What'd you
Yeah.
guys do? You
we went to
monsters.
another dimension.
He's
That's my
connected to
fault.
you, and if you're not here, he's just a pile of bones. Not even. He's bone meal.
Oh, good lord. Alright, since I have no armor right now, I'm gonna go buy a breastplate real quick, and I will...
Here,
Y'all can
take mine.
take yours?
Yep.
We just take it?
Sure.
Or do you need something done to it?
It is a breastplate of radiant resistance, and you are more of the frontline fighter than I am.
Oh,
Did I
right.
give you that?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
I forget what I give you guys all the time.
All right,
Something
I'm
like
gonna
that.
remove that from my inventory. I'll have to buy my own armor later.
In that case, please allow me to buy you a replacement pair.
No, I don't remember giving you that. Oh well, cheers.
Even without any armor on, I still have 15 AC. So
Yeah.
You overhear the gentleman say, "Okay, ladies, let's go to our next task."
Are you
Where we
tired,
going?
sir? Oh, Jesus.
Ah, can we help you, elf?
Where are you guys going? You guys need help?
We're going to the capital. We've been summoned by Silas himself.
Us too. Shall we venture together?
Jericho, do you think their name is the Blue Crew?
Oh God, no.
This is my sister,
Exclamation remark.
and that is
Well, I
Well-
mean, there's different races there, but they're all
we're
blue.
sworn to protect the Ganassi, but this is my sister. My name is Jack.
Jack Black.
Jack Blue.
Sparrow.
God.
And I don't suppose he happens to fit the description that I was given.
I've traveled many lands, and quite honestly, Balatania is my favorite. We really must be on our way. Our lady has a meeting with Silas.
He doesn't happen to fit the description I was given, does he?
I mean, matter of opinion, really. What you see is what you get. I mean,
Okay.
are we taking it in a literal form, or I mean, assuming you have the same taste as your mother, then
No, then.
yeah, okay. So, I mean, if you don't have the same taste as your mother, it'd probably be impossible to find someone that fit that description. So,
No, I know. I'm pretty sure we have similar tastes.
oh, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, he's not ugly. He is blue.
He in blue. Yeah, no. I'm not even gonna ask him.
Okay. Oh, all right. Well, Elf will be seeing you. And stop looking at my sister that way. It is quite provocative.
I was looking at you too.
No comment as they walk away.
As simple as everything was, everyone seems pretty much at face value. Something still doesn't sit right with me. Something. Did you pick up on that too, Loyalty?
I'm not quite sure which part you're pointing about, my lord.
I picked up on something.
Was it another STD to add to your collection?
No.
I've got the clap and I'm giving it to you.
You already know my distastes. Anywho, thank you, Nizok, for the breastplate. Would you allow me to buy you a new set?
Is there an armor in this town?
The first one we went to, I believe.
Strictly
There's a
weapons.
blacksmith.
Yeah.
Weapons. Yeah. Barkeep, is there an armor in this town?
Well, not in this one. Nope. Sorry.
Alright, that's fine. I'm good. Just have to stay out of line of fire for a while. Which is fine with my new bloody bow.
Roll for initiative. I'm just kidding.
Done! Kill everyone. Fireball.
All right. I think at this moment, it's probably this is probably a good time for it to happen. So at this moment, a messenger comes running in through the door. Has anybody seen an Aragonasi named Jericho?
It's my lord here.
I'm gonna start calling you that way from now
Is it
on. Jericho.
concerned? Let's look at that.
Oh, you're Jericho. Sorry, my Texas accent comes out every now and again. Okay,
Jericho.
Can't really help it. Jericho.
All's come down like Jericho.
Lord Silas has given you the okay to come into the capital. Something about a library. I'm not really sure. It's above my pay grade, but here you go. And he hands you a piece of paper. It's a standard invitation. It says, "Dear Jericho and party, please, you are welcome to my city. We can discuss my brother's plans for you to visit the library. Sorry, brain fart.
That's fine.
All right, good luck.
Alright, good luck.
Oh.
We got
My
bigger.
strength!
We got so big! He's a liar!
Oh my god.
Well,
Well, at least we now have permission. We don't have to just walk in.
Pretty sure all messengers are in fact warlocks, because they always find you.
It's true. It's true.
as
Nice
long as it's
Skyrim.
comfortable with the party, I think we all have a good concept as to where this night may be heading.
I
Why
wouldn't
did you
mind.
laugh after that?
Mm.
Are we getting a
Yeah.
carriage?
Yeah.
That's where I thought we were going. Into a carriage. Maybe a caravan if we were trying to.
Is there a carriage waiting outside for us?
I mean, you could probably go hire a carriage.
We look at Jericho looking around for a carriage waiting. He's like, "You really have not gotten out much, have you?"
He's like,
It's-
seriously, I'm looking around for a carriage. Formalities here are ill
You-
at best.
I mean, you do see a stable up north, that probably has. It can probably accommodate, give you a ride.
Okay, let's go there. And I will.
All right, where you headed, guys?
to the capital.
All right, hop on. 10 gold for the lot.
Well, we do have an invitation here, specifically.
That doesn't feed my horses, and it doesn't fix my wheels when they break.
I had him 10 gold. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Mm,
Pockets it, and he's like, well, hop on. Not gonna wait all day.
Hop on.
All right, as you all pile on, you take a probably good 2-3 hour trip. Boom.
nice. I like the art here.
It's all done through.
What does this remind me of? What is? I've seen this.
Probably, I don't know. I stole it from the internet.
Fable.
Warcraft 3. Oh my god.
Wait, oh, really? Wait.
Before the town got destroyed by the undead.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, this is 100% that it. Yeah, Smithy over here. Fountain in the middle. Road up north. Oh my god, I haven't played that forever, but that map was so.
Damn.
Your memory is really good on that.
On some random bullshit, yeah. Yeah, that tower right here is on fire in that point, right next to this chapel that's torn down. God, they did a good job with remaking this map though. Although this is a very Skyrim building, isn't it? Or actually ESO. Somebody put a lot of time making these buildings, because this is good.
Oh yeah. That's like a certain type of artist that just like there's like fire artists and landscape artists, so on and so forth. That's all they do.
Sorry. Alrighty. As you pull out of town and unload off the cart, a little peasant boy runs up. Hey, are you the ones that Lord Silas is waiting on?
No.
We're not blue.
No. The blue fellows, they don't come till tomorrow.
We beat them here? What? We're
They
off.
said they were camping. We just came here.
I guess we're expected then to actually.
Why does this peasant boy know this, actually?
I'm a servant of Silas. He tells me to welcome his guests all the time.
He lets you in the
Alright.
palace dressed like that?
I don't live there.
Alice. I was about to make an insight check, but now I'm filled with, like, guilty remorse for my comrade's behavior.
All right, young man. Why don't you take us to where we need to go then?
No, of course. All right. If you follow this gentleman, he will take you to the castle gates. Where
I slip in 5 gold.
like sleight of hand slip him or tap him on the shoulder?
Yeah,
Hey,
why
okay.
not?
We'll slide a hand.
Watch it be shit. Because I'm not a sleight of hand person.
Slide 10 gold. Is that what you said?
Yeah, sure.
I didn't hear what you said. I just said gold. So I mean, if
10 will be fine.
all right, so you slip 10 gold in this peasant boy's pocket, pretty unnoticed. Oh God, what are you doing?
I noticed.
It would
Being
be your
nosy.
passive perception, sir.
Oh,
So 11.
how do you know?
Because your perception's 1.
Oh. Sorry.
Rules of the game.
Wizard!
Oh,
Wizard!
all right. And here we are.
God, he's beautiful.
I was thinking the same. I was like, why is he so good looking? My God.
Palace is gonna start hitting on this guy instead.
Ah, my esteemed guest. My brother said you would be on your way.
We met your brother.
Yes, Cassius.
Yeah. we
Cassius
did.
is my brother.
He was not as beautiful as you.
It kind of was, though.
There
It
you
just made a lot
go.
more of a.
Was he?
Cassius? Yeah, dude.
I can't say that I've heard otherwise, but
Oh, it's Rini.
thank you. Here, this is just a refresher for you.
Cassius, the one that's all red and was really interested
Oh,
in
the
blood.
vampire!
Yeah.
Not vampire, but
Yeah.
I guess I never zoomed it. I was never really paying attention to that guy.
He was the main
You missed
focus.
that guy, the Blood Mage? The Blood Mage ruler?
Oh, is my brother still doing the weird hemocraft?
Yes, he is.
Ugh.
He sucked some blood.
He doesn't drink blood. He's just strange.
Do you want our blood? I'll give you my blood right now.
No, don't.
loyalty is
Don't
thinking very
be
hard while
ridiculous.
staring at this man.
So, my brother said you were coming here. He didn't really tell me why. What brings you to Bolitania? We don't get very many.
No, I'm
guests.
just following my friends.
That's a
You
fair
don't-
enough point. You must be a bard.
Oh, yeah. I walk up and give a proper curtsy. And I say, "We are here to examine the library you currently have around."
You wish to explore my library. Is there something you're looking for? I have collected that knowledge for almost 1,000 years.
Gods.
What gods are in particular, young bard?
Secret gods? Well, in one in particular, we
How
Night
in
of all
detail do
coming
you
up.
want to go into this?
we accompanied. Gonna shift the blame on this one real quick. The first prince of Aeonia into a tower hidden within a nearby forest to his capital. Upon gaining entry to this magically sealed.
Whoa, hold on. You went with the eldest of the North Winds into this forest.
What?
What-
Yeah, that's what I said. The oldest, the first prince of Aeonia, Gordy.
I'm sorry, we were not made aware of this part. That is,
You were there. What the?
Yeah, that part you were
there?
present for that part. Yeah.
were we?
Yes.
Yes, Gordy, our nerdy research dude, was that snooty Templar's older brother, the one that got wrecked by Tiamat, we think.
Oh, for some reason my brain jumped to the North Winds. I don't know why.
Yeah.
No.
I was like, hold up.
Aeonia, not Northwind.
The lords
Sorry.
of Aeonia are always causing problems. You know,
Yes,
the
well,
Blood
this
Rose
one-
family, we are traditionally a peaceful house. We have kept peace in kingdoms for centuries. Currently, 3 sons of Bolitania hold thrones, and we have made everything peaceful everywhere we've been. I don't know what it is with the Aeonians trying to dig up the past and bring back whatever they think they can do.
Well, regardless, as you surmise, something terrible happened, and a death god, darkness god. I don't know what he called himself, but
I think it was
he was
death.
released. Death, darkness, whatever. He has been released and is apparently affecting the other ones. Cause last week sucked.
Yes, I may have something in my library on this. I do feel like I have read on this subject before.
That's what we were hoping.
What
Because
about
we are.
what about you, Lord Northwind? Do you care to speak, or let your comrades speak for you?
My comrades have as much concern as I do. We are all here for one neutral cause.
Oh, by no means was I meaning disrespect. They are all esteemed and looked at as equals here. I am not that kind of ruler. My brother may be, but I am not.
Understood. We did reach the acquaintance of your brother, and by
Yes.
proxy, we have managed to come quite the way. So pardon us for our disdain that we seem to be a bit of haste,
Oh,
and perhaps it would be
so if you wish to read books in my library, I do have a set of rules that must be strictly adhered to,
understood.
punishable by death if any of them
Grab
are
the books by
broken.
the spine. Got it.
Rule number one is my books do not leave the tower. If they leave the tower and it is learned that you have left the tower with them, you will be executed publicly,
By you personally?
if I must.
Ooh.
Protecting one's royal history is understandable.
Oh, Lord Jericho, this is more than history. This is more than the history of Balatania. I have been collecting books for the latter half of 900 years.
Impressive.
An older man. Ooh.
Yes, though it.
Yes, I've heard he has a lot of patience.
Yes, it is wearing thin currently, but I do. You see, in my 984 years of life, I have taken a shine to learning everything I can. My family has been cursed, as you can say. My father made very stupid decisions, but we won't get into that. Second rule is do not damage my books. They are precious to me. And thirdly, and probably the most important, if the book is locked, it is locked for a reason. It is not forbidden knowledge. It is simply an enchanted book, and once it is read, it will be destroyed, and they are copies of enchanted books that I myself have already read, and I do not want to lose them. They are very precious to my collection.
Stare very pointedly at Palace.
So,
What is it?
is there any
Locked books,
questions?
no touch.
I can send you. I can use my magic. I can summon books once we're in the tower to you if you know about what you want to read. I've read them all myself before.
Do you have the sequel to Lovers in Paradise?
I'm sorry, that book does not ring any bells to me.
I'll sell it to you, $500.
I am not intrigued by your potential. Thank you.
There is a book that I was told to look up,
Oh,
my lord.
of course. Oh, no, please, no titles. Yeah.
Very well. This wise woman, I guess is the best way to put it, told me to look up the book The Birth of the Kindred
Oh,
in your library.
dear. Any particular reason, child?
No, she just told me that it might be interest to me.
Very well. I can get that book for you. Any other books? I can get you books on gods, but there's so many. It's so overwhelming. I mean, Honestly, ask me questions if you want to save the time. If there's a subject you wish to know about, I again have read every book, and I do have a perfect memory.
The way he says it.
Tell me, what reason would this woman give me to look up this book, then?
Well, the kindred is supposedly a harbinger of death. Uh, Not a god per se, but an entity, a celestial being sent by unknown forces to target and put an end to those that deserve it.
Interesting. I look forward to reading it.
Should we ask him about our old box? The one that we got on our first trip together?
Sure. Why not?
Great. Oh, we also have that key now, don't we?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, that bloody key. Was that
Always
key
have
used
it.
to open
The
the...
obelisk.
Yeah, we opened the obelisk with that key.
Nope, that
That's
key
right.
hasn't been used.
Oh.
The keys that
Well,
open the obelisk disappear when used.
Oh, this is a different key.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, this is a bit... Alright, I have two questions. One is business first, I suppose. This... Oh, God, what did it... Oh, I was just told what it said. I didn't take notes on it because I didn't read it. Alright, so we discovered this box being guarded by some
It,
secret group family? I don't know.
it's in the notes tab. Top top of the notes tab in Discord. Somebody wrote it there.
That's probably me.
Probably.
Loyalty, actually.
Oh, I did?
Oh. Oh, yes. Guardian's key. Make sure darkness is not released. Yes. We discovered a family that was murdered protecting this box, along with this bloody key. You are probably the most knowledgeable person we've come across, so perhaps you might shed some insight on this?
What is your question exactly? What are you asking me?
If you know who these guardians of this key is, what this key is, and
So,
this darkness that it was mentioned, if you know anything about that.
it's all hearsay. These books are not always written by reliable sources, but supposedly, um, before the gods sealed away a traitor, they put their life essence into mortals, uh, essentially creating a family of gods. These were known as guardians, who would protect the secret of their ancestors' resting place. The only thing I could surmise from this is it was family members meant to protect tombs of alleged gods.
Very
So the
interesting.
guardians are guardians, obviously, of there.
Oh,
The gods' tombs. Interesting.
From what I've read on this matter, there's so many books about gods. It's fascinating. Did you know that apparently, well, the gods that we worship here are seven of many?
News to me.
Me as well. Apparently, there's an abyss out there in the sky that is full of celestial beings, gods, and they each have their own little surface to build and play on. And the seven that we worship have created the world we live in, and thus we will worship them. Well, I do not. I myself respect gods, but I refuse to worship.
Oh,
Fair.
Why is that?
Worship's a
I asked.
personal.
Oh,
Ooh.
the old legend of Balatanya is the old gods, the four pillars of society, the four pillars of Bolotania, where mere mortals that were able to possess the powers of creation and destruction, everything a god can do, these mortals were able to learn how to do it, thus bringing me to the conclusion that you and I are just as likely to become a god as the gods that we already worship. So if I wish to be someone's equal, why would I worship them? Respect them, yes, but someday I will stand amongst the pantheon.
Can I stand with you?
Oh, my dear bard, not a chance.
Hmm.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
About loyalty.
I honestly, no disrespect, but I do not think those among you live long enough to acquire the abilities or the knowledge to climb to that height.
I don't know. Jericho's pretty smart.
Well, if Jericho had 1,000 years plus to live, then maybe he could, but his lifespan is very limited in the grand scheme of things.
I'm sure you've been to many places in your many years, my lord.
Oh,
Have you ever been to the Frosty North?
I have a cold place. I do so love the cold. You know, my mother is from there.
May I ask her name?
Oh, you wouldn't know her. She is. This is going to be a shock to you, especially those of you that have come from the north. Her name is Azura.
Zora, hi.
So Jericho and Loyalty can roll history checks for that, since that's their
Yes.
land.
Yes, history specific.
Oh, nat 20!
I
Okay,
gotta keep track of all them nobles.
alright.
Right.
So, Azura is, oddly enough, the name of the ice dragon that lives in the mountains.
Knew there was a dragon.
I knew there was one.
No wonder he looks so pretty.
Yes, my
got
father
that
was a
correct.
very promiscuous fellow. He was a bard himself, though you can see the disdain I have for your fellow bard. Oh, they get into so much trouble.
Yeah, we do.
Might I ask, what was your father's name?
The late lord, he was Sir Balatanya, the creator of this land. He founded every settlement here. He is no longer with us, though. Thankfully enough, his curse was put to an end, though it was not a beautiful ending. Oh, it was so much desired. He was such a pain. He hungered for war. He wished to rule everything, and it just was very unbecoming of a leader.
Sounds
You
very
mentioned a
unbarded.
curse.
Oh, yes, a curse. The Blood Rose family was cursed long ago. Those born into this name live forever. We are all blessed with one weakness that no one ever tells us, and someday the weakness is found and we perish just like a normal mortal. For my father, it was a stick from the desert. Who would have known? He got a thorn from a flower someone sent him and it killed him almost instantly.
Very fate heavy, isn't it?
Yes. But my father, he did have a very interesting life.
Sounds to be so.
Well, when you live to 7,000 years old.
If only. The amount of things that we can change if we all live that long.
Oh,
Or them, however, as fate would have it, if we all lived that way, the amount of things that would stay the same.
I did have a personal question, my lord, since we're.
of course, please.
Yes. Have you visited your cousin in the last couple of years.
Which cousin?
The one on the oh god,
In the
the
Fey Forest.
the evil. No. Um,
The more demonic looking
Oh, okay.
island.
Yeah, Cassius is calling our family cousins again. It's not my cousin, he is my brother.
there's a lot of brother bloodlines in this royalty here.
Yes, part of the curse is, as far as we know, no one's ever had a daughter in the Blood Rose family.
The Onions,
Oh,
the North Winds, the Blood Roses, they're all very.
males do tend to stand out in history, considering women were only recently able to read and write. I'm sure
What?
there were plenty of important women in history, though the records do not show them their importance.
And they're all cursed.
Oh, the Blood
Some way or
Roses,
another.
yes, we are all cursed, but I mean,
Well, regardless, have you visited your brother in the
I do not leave.
southern island?
I do not
Okay.
leave Bolitania, but I have sent a letter or two to him in the past. Is there any particular reason you are asking?
Certainly, I was just. Lord Cassius had sent a ward of someone of my race to your brother in some dire circumstances, and I was just hoping that that child was being well looked after.
Oh, well, if it's being looked after by a blood rose, I assure you they are being well taken care of.
Yes, that seems to be the case. All right. Thank you.
No, of course. Is there any further questions I can answer for you?
Ah, yes. Tiamat is apparently living in a mine outside of Ammonia's, outside the capital of that central kingdom. That's a tidbit that I was surprised to learn.
No, Tiamat, the Dark Dragon.
Yeah,
You're sure?
more sure than I want to be.
How is this possible?
Hmm.
The gods.
Right.
The gods are dead. You do know this.
Well, then their ghosts are very colorful.
There's large evidence of otherwise.
What did the Aeonians do? So be it. What would you like me to do?
Nothing. I just thought you might know about it, might have information on it, because it was a very nasty surprise for me.
All I know
Us.
is if Tiamat walks this earth, then my mother's in danger, and she must be dealt with immediately.
Yes, the second prince of the Aeonian Kingdom tried that. 95% sure he's a crushed can.
The Aeonians are everything but fragile.
Sure.
May I have a moment with...
Jesus, that got so loud. I'm
Sorry.
scared.
May I have... but before I send you on your ways to elaborate, may I have a moment with Lord Jericho alone, please?
In private?
Of
I look at loyalty.
Look at loyalty. Are
You always know
comfortable?
I do not suggest it.
Oh, you are more than welcome to stay, Tiefling. If Jericho trusts you.
I do trust her.
Wonderful.
About us.
I drag you out.
No.
It's kind of politely nods and is like, thank you. Okay, so yeah, we'll go over there.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that for me. I'm sorry, I just read that.
Oh, what?
No.
I'll be back, you guys. All right. What do we roll? Natural 1.
It was a real shoddy roll.
Okay. 11? I mean, possibly.
I'm confused.
I ain't possibly. You could attempt to put 2 and 2 together and try that, but with that roll, there's no real definitive answer.
Yeah. Alright.
Jericho, your cartographers, how
Yes.
up to date are they on the map of the world?
I can't say that I'm familiar in that field. I trust their judgment.
Please.
Is there something I should know?
So, in the previous excavation, the mountains to the north, we found a tomb of Goliaths. Very primitive, but they had a very odd piece of parchment on a table. I would like to share that with you and, well, your counterpart here, if you're willing. I will warn you ahead of time, it may come as a shock and be a bit much for you to handle.
I'm prepared for the consequences.
Wonderful. So he snaps his finger, and the floor turns into a table in front of him.
Okay.
And he puts out a piece of parchment, and this is what you guys see.
Oh. Let's see.
This is twice the size of any map we have currently,
Indeed.
and it is by far outstanding. If these other islands exist, how has nobody stumbled upon them?
Fascinating.
You understand what I'm saying here. If this is a real map and not a made-up fantasy, this could change everything. Do you realize we'd no longer be 7 kingdoms?
I understand.
Things would get rather complicated rather quickly.
With your educated position, scholar mind of history, what do you suppose would happen with this sort of information?
Well, depending on who you were to give this information to, a warmonger is going to try to conquer. Politicians are going to try and reach out and hopefully, not dally and force a hand, but, maybe bring to life something. We found these statues behind me as well, and you remember when I told you that this plane has 7 gods?
Correct. It's the standing belief.
There are so many more, Jericho. There are so many more. The number is endless. These statues are of a goddess of strategy and war tactics. I believe her name was Athena, but the Goliath language is so difficult to translate. But if this goddess is in fact true, why have the other gods not shed light on this? Why have the other gods that aren't our 7 shown themselves? There's a greater picture. I have a few artificers working on new and improved traveling, and there's so much to grow with Jericho, and I want us to be at peace.
It is what I desire as well.
I have no daughter to offer you to make an alliance between our lands. I don't even possess a wife. My heart belongs somewhere else. I cannot discuss. But you see, this is going to sound a bit ambitious and possibly dictatorish, but I feel that the best families to run Aeonia and Altissia is the Bloodrose family and the North Winds. As long as your older brother does not get his hands on the throne. You know your brother is preparing to march your troops into the desert and take the desert lands by force in the name of your namesake.
It was always his plan. He was always the aggressive one.
Oh, may I bring the others back in? I'm done with the shocking news.
Okay.
All right, we're wrapping up, so.
Okay.
You see, your brother, Jericho, has not only declared war on the deserts of Shabala, but Aeonia, the islands of three, not even kingdoms, the outlying factions. He wishes to rule with an iron fist. Do you know why your father is not stopping him?
I haven't spoke to my father in some time now.
How long have you been away from home, Jericho?
It's
It's been a few years.
When's the last time you talked to your family?
as far as the extension of family, it was only a few days ago that I last spoke with my younger brother.
And how is he?
He is now deceased. There's reason to believe of a potential assassination.
I see.
Successful assassination.
Your brother came to me with an outlandish claim.
Which
that,
one?
That your bloodline was tampered with and impure, and he believes that until he can prove that everyone but himself is of royal blood, that he should take the throne for himself. I gave him a book on blood magic. I do not keep knowledge from anyone. I did not know he would do with what he would. He enchanted a cup with his own blood, so that anybody that is not of his blood would change the color of the liquid. Do you know why he would do such a thing?
I do, in fact. My younger brother spoke of it as well.
Yes.
It is not unknown knowledge, but family of the Northwind name does bear a curse as well.
Oh. Thus is the life of a royal family. Curses and burdens.
Indeed. But I also bear a letter written before my brother passed away.
Mm.
He did to find a way to discover who, in fact, was of one of us, but which of us is actually of royal descent and by blood, and which of us bears the curse. But sadly, we never came to that conclusion.
Well, I do believe your brother has the ability to do so now. I don't know what his intentions are, but he cannot rule your home. You cannot allow that to happen.
And who is he to take the position?
If you wish for him to take the throne, I will not stand idle.
Trust me, that is not my intention.
With my mother being from your lands and other reasons I will not speak of, your homeland means as much to me as Balatonia does.
I truly appreciate the consent.
If I have to muster troops to fight and wage war against your brother, know that it is by no means a disrespect to you or your family. Simply his actions are unexcusable.
If
the Leonins of the desert are a peaceful people, They wish not for war. They travel in packs of trade. They may look at beasts, but in reality they're so peaceful. If you've never been there, then it is truly remarkable.
And I trust that it is a sight to see. But I also assure you, perhaps while in talks of peace, we should apply diplomacy, and I will personally engage my brother and get to the very bottom of this. For I also ensure you, in the Northwind name, it is heritage and inheritive that the second born, historically, will take the thrones in my rightful place. You will have-
Well,
Robot.
it's okay. I will leave you with this bit of information before you find your way into my library. Your brother has made the claim that you are not the second son, that he is the only son.
These false allegations
Maybe so,
will not end well.
but until your people are, convinced, he has their ear. And as it stands now, I believe your father has given him the throne. I have sent envoys to the Northwind Island, and I have gotten no response. I fear that your brother is taking on acts of aggression that cannot be forgiven.
I don't think our mics
Yeah, I just
think our mics are connecting.
it's okay. Yeah, I just lost connection for a second. It kicked you out of the.
Try again, Chase. Oh, there it goes.
Hello.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Wait, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I will pursue these allegations and follow up with these stories. I truly appreciate your very valuable time, and this information will not go unused. I have to confront my brother for these allegations. However, the very thought that my father would dismiss family tradition, something doesn't sound correct. I would have to speak to the man myself to find out the truth about this, because none of this is historically accurate, and none of this is to the character that is my father.
Yes, a silver tongue is a deadly poison. But by all means, please take as much time as you need in my library. You are more than welcome to roam my lands as you see fit. And please take this. He takes a rolled piece of parchment, hands it to Jericho, and he says, I have copies, of course. This one is yours.
Thank you, my lord. I'll take that for him.
Oh, of course. And when the time comes for you to go back home, Jericho, please allow me to join you. I have some unfinished business I must take care of.
That's please offer us trade, the information you've provided,
Of course.
and the time you've granted us.
Your ship is safe in my port for as long as you need. You are as good as citizens of Bolotania. You will be treated with the utmost respect. I look forward to our futures together, and until next time, thank you, Lord Jericho, for everything you've done.